I told you it's a home and home.
Look, you see, I never been one for the games, so you better think twice before you even try to step in my lane. My pen game so lethal with a rupture your veins, then penetrating your thoughts and exploding your brain, and have you shook like Fox got ball every game. And yeah, we on the same court, but we ain't ballin' the same. Oh yeah, I'm that nice, even without the ends. Boy, I'm cold as ice. These rappers need writers for hits. A bunch of poltergeists, I'm nasty. Even if you both, you couldn't pass me. Now give me the torch, but don't gas me. I'm everlasting, so I can't never let them quiet me. I'm the one that's known to beat the odds and put a strain on society.
Hey yo, what's up? Welcome to the S.O.S podcast, a strain on society, the most honest hour and change of your day, once a week. We coming to you live again at this. Yeah, we know what time it is. Don't even say nothing. Yeah, it is what it is. Don't worry about it. But it's on this particular day still.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, my name is Jacques. I'm one of your hosts. That gentleman down below, his name. Oh, he not here right now. We'll find out later. But this gentleman on my right, he goes by the name of.
I am Dion Asshole Professional.
And you know what's real when it's professional and professional. And we are the. What the? You see that?
I thought so.
Hey, I thought we are the S.O.S pod cast.
2/3?
2/3? 2/3? I don't. Hey, it doesn't sound strong. 2/3? You know.
Yeah, you can't rep 2/3.
I mean, not really. Speaking of fractions, if you don't do fractions regularly, fractions will fuck you up.
Fractions been whooping your ass, nigga.
Oh, they was whooping my ass for about a good 30 minutes a day. Maybe about 20 or so, rather. I don't know. I'm out of fraction practice, and I was trying to help the oldest one with his homework because apparently, I have to do all the math homework.
You've been assigned that task, huh?
Yeah. I do math, and she does everything else. That's how it works.
That's a good trade.
Yeah, but math is mine. Yeah. So it was word problems and fractions, and yeah, it took me a minute to regain my bearings a little bit, and then I had him. He made a mistake, and so I went with his mistake and was like, "Oh shit! Wait a minute, something ain't right here. This ain't how it's supposed to go." You gotta tell your kid, "Wait, give me a second. Hold on, wait. You're talking too much. Hold on, stop. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me think. I had a long day today." Then you start getting nervous because wait a minute, hold on. I ain't supposed to be struggling with fourth grade math.
Right. Yeah, you definitely should not.
So yeah.
But all right. So was all right. What was the issue? You just couldn't convert them? Was it the adding?
It was the word problemness of it all. So the problem was
you can't get out talked by math by fourth grade math problem, nigga.
Hey look. This is what they did, right? They said it takes a water hose 1 1/4 minutes to fill a 3-gallon bucket. How many minutes would it take the same water hose to fill a 50-gallon bucket?
All right, so 1 1/4 for how many gallons?
3.
1 1/4 for 3. So if it's 1 1/4 for 3 gallons, that means that let's see, 1 1/4 is 5/4. 5/4 divided by 3/1. All right, so 1 1/4 is 3 gallons. We can do that 16 times and we'll get to 52, and we've completed 48 gallons in 52 minutes. No, 1 1/4, 3 gallons, 18 times, 1 1/4. Yeah, that's 20. All right, so 20 minutes. 21-ish, somewhere in there.
Yeah, somewhere in there, but that ain't how you could do the work. That ain't how you could. I mean, that ain't how the homework goes. Hey, look, bitch, if 21 almost somewhere between 21 and 20.
If I can write it down, I would have figured that out.
Hey, look, hey, look, hey, look. You was there and you went through some of the same little machinations and dead ends that I had did, but on paper, and it took me a lot longer because I'm not the math motherfucker. But so yeah, it took me a little bit longer to get there, but I got there. I was like, oh, yeah. I started off by just saying we could just do a comparative. It's just a comparison. 1 1/4 to 3 is equal to X to 50.
Yeah,
How many times does 3 go into 50?
16 and 2/3
There you go. And that was all. That's all we needed. And all I needed to do was multiply 16 and 2/3 by
times one and one
one and
quarter.
one quarter, and we'd have been good.
Yeah,
But that's what we had the little hiccup.
you could. Yeah, 5/4 times 50/3, and then
Hey,
you
look, hey, look. I
get
know that now. Yeah, not a
250
problem
over
at this
12.
point. At this point, not a problem. But back up around now, yeah, it was a little issue. I was struggling a bit. Took me a little couple go rounds before I figured it out. Oh shit, no, son, you're wrong. You don't flip it to multiply it. That's when you're doing division.
Yes, that is dividing.
Yeah, I know. But it was that was fucking me up. I was like, this don't look right. You know how you got an idea in your head about how many minutes it should take? Because I
Mhm.
knew, I could ballpark the answer, and then I was coming up with shit like 6.9 minutes, and I was like, wait a minute, hold on, nah, that ain't right. If it take a minute and 15 seconds to do 3 gallons, it should not take 6 minutes to do 50. It's got to take much more. And so yeah, and so it was just that trying to figure out how you get the answer. And yeah, that was about
Oh,
20, 30 minutes of my life.
yeah, I've never been a show your work ass nigga. I never.
Well, you never been a full credit ass motherfucker.
Oh no, I got full credit.
Hey, well, if you was in Miss check a motherfucker class, you wouldn't be getting full credit.
Mm. Oh, she would have. I,
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, man.
I, all my math teachers have tried to not give me full credit until they see me actually do this shit in my fucking head. Then they have no choice.
Hey, look, man. I'm gonna tell you right now what's gonna happen because it happened. I was in the class and she gave us a piece of paper and she told us to answer the question. And you know what I did? I answered the question. The question also had that explain explain how you got your answer part to it, and I didn't explain. Got the question wrong. And she said, "Yeah, that's what the kids be doing too." And I was like, "Oh shit, you bitch!" But yeah, she got me. And that's how they do it. They test them like that now. So they have a test where in the math portion you have to explain how you got your answer. And if you put the right answer down, but you don't explain or you explain inadequately, you get the question wrong. No half credits. Just wrong.
That's fucked up.
Fucked up, ain't it? Yeah. Hey, look.
Yeah,
Hey, look.
yeah. I would be having conferences
They want to make sure you know why you're doing what you're doing.
because it's how you get the answer.
Yeah, but how
The
do I
fuck?
ensure that you get? How do I know you know?
Because I got the right answer.
Yeah, but you could just be guessing or
I'm not gonna.
cheating.
I'm not gonna guess right 10 times in a row.
Hey, look. I don't know about 10, but today I gave a quiz out, and this little heifer guessed right 4 times in a row. Quiz was on Earth, Wind, and Fire. She was not there last week for the lesson on Earth, Wind, and Fire. Gave her the quiz and said, "Hey, my bad. Shouldn't have gave you that. Give it back. You take the lesson. You go home, work on that with your parents and whatnot. We gonna come back next week, take the quiz." She said, "No, nah. I want to take the quiz now. I got it. I could do it." I said, "Oh, look at you." She's one of my better students. So I said, "Go ahead, do it. Let me see what you get." thinking she's just not gonna do well. Would you know it? This angel, perfect. What year was Earth, Wind, and Fire formed? Boom, she got that.
Was it multiple choice?
Multiple choice, yes.
Okay. All right. So she had
Multiple
what?
choice and true false.
Oh.
She
All right.
got
How many
them
multiple choice? How many true false?
2 multiple choice, 2 true false, 1 open ended. She did not answer the open ended question.
Of course not. She didn't have any options.
Hey,
However,
look.
she had a one. All right. She was a very lucky child. She had what? 1 in 128?
Hey, look.
No, 1 in 64 chance.
Hey, look. Yeah, I guess, but she wasn't that lucky because 65, motherfucker. Ha ha. Teacher, me. Come here. You got all these right. That is very interesting. Hey, do you know the name of Earth, Wind, and Fire before they was Earth, Wind, and Fire? Ooh, no, huh? Hey, what city was Earth, Wind, and Fire founded? Hint, you in it right now. No, you don't have a clue, huh? Okay, name one member of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Did you give her multiple choice?
No. This was all me just talking to her at that point when I got the test back.
See. Nah, see, you changing the parameters.
Hey, look,
You
no.
changing the parameters. You not giving her a chance to guess.
No. What I was doing was I was establishing a knowledge base. I was just trying to zero in on if this girl was just an aficionado on Earth, Wind, and Fire, and no lesson was needed because her parents be in the crates, or was something nefarious afoot going on, or was she just a good guesser? I don't know, but I got the
Yeah.
truth. But it took me about 2 minutes, but I broke her. I asked, I said, so how could you, without having read any of the article, get all of these questions right? I mean, you got a perfect so far. You were batting 1,000 until the 5th question, and you didn't do anything for that one. But how could you get all of these right and not know any of the other information about this band? Very, very, very common questions about them. You know, this girl sat there and did not say, didn't answer, didn't mumble a word, just sit there and just looked off. I said, "Oh, okay. Don't worry, stand there." And then I proceeded to work with some other kids on some other shit they was handing me and collect some papers and whatnot. This little darling was there for a full about 2 minutes before she said, "Well, I had Michaela help me."
Mm. See did you specify to this child that this was a solo test?
Hey, look. As I was passing them out, I had just got through checking them about behavior and telling them how I was not going to be taking them outside if they didn't behave and do the work first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went on to explain that this is an individual assessment. I don't want you talking to anyone, asking anybody for help. I don't need you asking anybody any questions. Don't speak during the test. And she heard me when I said that. They all heard me. She cheated, and then she got caught. It is what it is. Now I'm calling into question all of her other knowledge.
See, she did not get caught. She
Hey,
confessed. She confessed.
look, I'm definitely finna be asking her about what she know about Billie Eilish next week, and then Chance the Rapper, because those are the other 2 artists that we had covered over the previous 4 weeks. I got questions.
Give her multiple choice.
Hey, look, nah, I'm just gonna ask a simple question. Where's Chance the Rapper from? You would think it'd be an easy question. I found out they don't really fuck with Chance like that.
Yeah, nah, they don't. Like I told the girl kid that was going to a Lil Wayne concert because Lil Wayne's performing out here July 15th.
You sure about that?
Yeah,
You sure
at,
about that?
at the Festival of the Lakes.
Hey, look, I heard about him and performing.
Yeah. I heard that too. But yeah. Y- yeah. So there's a chance that he might Lauren Hill it. But I told her I was going to a Lil Wayne concert. She said, mm, "Okay." And she was like, "I don't know one Lil Wayne song,
Not a one.
none. 12
Hey,
year olds out,
look. Hey,
no
look.
Lil Wayne.
What is the age of this youth?
12.
Hey, look. That sound about right. Yeah, that sound about right. Hey, Wayne. Hey, Wayne. It's been that long, fella.
Has it been? Has it been a good 4 or 5 years since Lil Wayne has made a song popular enough that the youths would know what it is?
The last song I think Lil Wayne rapped on of any relevance, mainstream, popular relevance, is the song with Chris Brown and Busta Rhymes. Now, this just might be me with my lack of knowledge, but I think I'm right. I think it's
N- n-
Chris Brown,
Nah,
Busta Rhymes. What was after that?
didn't he have a song with the little white kid?
There's I don't know what little white kid.
Oh, with Jack Harlow.
I don't know. He might have, but I don't think it was. Was it a hit? Was it a song of any relevance? That's what I
I
meant.
believe, yeah, yeah. That what's popping?
I don't even know what that is.
What's popping? Don't topping. Topping.
Oh, I heard.
Topping.
That song sounds familiar, but Lil Wayne's on that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, didn't know. Hey, uh, hey, look. Maybe Lil Wayne has an audience, but it's just not me or the 12-year-olds anymore. I don't know.
See, let me run the billboard real quick. See, what was the last top 10 song he's had? Oh, the
She
Jack
said he
Harlow.
also has a song with YG.
He has a song with YG.
Hmm. Oh, she asked, so what did I do about it? Oh, I took the little girl's paper and told her that I want her to I want her to take the article home, take the questions with the article home, go over it with her parents, and come back next week and take the quiz. Because we're not doing it with help. Call Miss My Dog, Lil Wayne YG. Man, I miss my dog. That don't even sound like it's a new song. That sounds like an old ass song.
I miss my dog was on the Carter.
Man, I miss my dog. Motherfuckers
Anything was
remaking shit.
pop, anything was rocking. Hey, the Carter was the shit.
Hey, look, it was definitely the shit. I'm not gonna hold you, but it's old, fam. It's a rap. It's the epitome of, hey, look, you think you cold, but your shit ain't gonna really last out here. You're not you're not a you're not timeless. There's a difference. I don't know. I'll find myself going back to. I'll go back to a Blueprint. I'll go back to a Volume 2. I don't go back to any of the Carters.
Oh, I definitely go back to the Carter one.
You do? I don't go back to. I
Definitely.
don't go back to nothing Wayne. When I think about it, I don't.
Oh, God did. Lil Wayne.
God did,
Yeah. No, no, no. With Jay Z and Rick Ross and John Legend.
man. Hey, hey, hey. Was that song relevant?
It was.
Did we like that song?
It closed the Grammys.
That
That
don't
was the
mean it's
final
relevant.
performance
Nobody
of
watched the
the
fucking
Grammys.
Grammys.
But the Grammys literally is the definition of what's most popular.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I don't know. I
That's
don't rock with the
that's
Grammys.
why Megan Good and whatchamacallit performed WAP in front of a, a bunch of 70-year-old white people.
Hey, look, real quick. Who did that? Who performed WAP in front of a bunch of 70-year-old
Megan Thee
white people?
Stallion. My bad,
Oh,
my bad,
okay.
my
All
bad.
right.
I
All
told you,
right.
I told you, I told you. I was dead sober, and then I took the edible, and then I'm smoking the blunt. So I told you, sobriety was going away real quick.
Hey, look, it just sounded like you was a little. What's that new dance y'all doing out there? There, what you call that? There, let me see what y'all kids doing out there nowadays.
Told you sobriety was leaving real fast.
I see, I see. I said,
But yeah.
uh,
So
wait,
so 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 you accuse this child of cheating and forced her into a false confession.
yeah, not a false
Signs,
confession, an
evidence.
actual confession of no coercion, just of actual silent treatment. Worked,
see,
worked.
see that you violated that child's Eighth Amendment
Hey,
rights.
look, I didn't force her to incriminate herself. I didn't even ask any further questions.
That's forcing
Hey, look,
self-incrimination is the Fourth Amendment. The Eighth
hey,
Amendment
look, hey,
is
look, hey,
prohibits
look,
cruel punishment.
hey, look. I need you to substantiate your objection. Wait, because you go objection, Your Honor. He's staring at the witness.
No,
He's
that's
looking
cruel and
generally in
unusual
the direction
punishment.
of the witness, waiting for her to respond. Like, what's the objection here? What am I
You
doing
are
wrong as a litigator in this moment?
you are not acknowledging her amongst her peers, therefore making her a lesser citizen, a second
Wait,
class citizen. You turn
wait,
that
wait,
child
wait.
into a second class citizen in the middle of a goddamn music class.
Hey, look. In the interest of all fairness, how much time should I allocate to each child individually?
There's no set amount of time that you should allocate to each child. However, you should not purposely ignore any child, and that is
Purposely
what you
ignore or
did.
wait for a response from?
You purposely ignored her.
No,
You
I
you you
purposely let
you
her.
said that you walked away from the child.
I let her think about what it is that she wanted to say and figure it out if she wanted to hold on to that lie or if she wanted to tell the truth and see what Mr. Miller was going to say about the consequences of her action.
See, first of all, you badgered the witness in order to get this confession
Hey,
because
look,
she had
sir.
already
Again, that's not
answered
badgering. That is not
objection
bad.
asked and answered.
Hey,
Would
look. Hey,
not
look. Hey, look.
that second question would not have flew.
Hey, look. Something wrong in the world right now. We don't know the definition of the words brandishing or badgering. I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay, so it was not badgering, but it was definitely asked and answered.
Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, look. Asked and answered. Never asked again. Just, just the implied. Really, really, real.
See, see if that if that
Merch it. I need. Hey, look.
you
Speaking
should.
in the common nomenclature of the Chicago youth, I didn't even ask her to merch it.
Oh, see, yeah, definitely asking her to merch it definitely is a violation of her constitutional rights.
Didn't even ask her to merch it. I mean, I'm just saying. For those of you who not from Chicago, that's like if you ask somebody to merch something, that means that they are essentially um about to tell on their spouse or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They risk injury to the person closest to them, or disdain from the person closest to them, which no
Hmm.
one wants.
Pretty much. So, hey, look, you are validating whatever was said. And if you corroborate that, then hey, look, perjury's a motherfucker.
Mm,
I'm just saying.
mm.
Now if I go over there and I ask Malaysia, did you help her with her quiz?
She definitely gonna invoke her Fifth Amendment right, and
Oh,
that's
you don't know
against
that. You don't know that to be
self-incrimination.
true. Hey, look, Mike. Hey, look, Mike. Hey, look, Mike. Hey,
Are
look, Mike.
you
Hey, look,
offering
Mike.
immunity around these streets?
Hey, look, Mike. Hey, look, Mike. Hey, look, Mike. Tell you right now. Tell you right now. These kids are crack. These kids are crack.
Are
These
you
kids are crack.
offering immunity in order to get her to flip?
Telling you what she gonna say. Well, I mean, I didn't. I was already done, and she had just asked me. She asked me, and I didn't even know what she was doing. I was just saying what I thought was the correct thing to say. I didn't want to lie to her. Yeah,
This nigga got
go.
kids turning classrooms evidence.
Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, look. Is what it is. There should be no. There should be no quarter for classroom cheats, and we will extend every measure to drum out the riffraff.
you
or
are.
or we gonna say fuck it, go ahead and do what you do, and we gonna act like we ain't see that shit. One of the two. I mean, it's almost summertime. I don't know.
Right. I'm about to say, nigga, y'all in the last week. The fact that you still give it tests and it's the last week of the goddamn school year.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm aware. Last week, motherfuckers told me they had already checked out. Like I had already knew some people had checked out. Like it's a bunch of eighth graders in that motherfucker that you can't say shit to. Like they cool because they want to graduate still, but
But yeah.
you just know they ain't doing shit. They just be like, they just walk around like, please don't ask me to do shit. I ain't doing shit, but I ain't gonna fuck up shit.
Right. I'm
Just
not
let
gonna
me be
disturb
here.
you. You don't disturb me.
And I feel like if I were to give them work, I'd be setting them up for failure because they're gonna not do it, and then I'm gonna be like, well, you didn't do it. D, ha, and I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be. I will be that guy, but I don't want to be that guy. And I already had made up in my mind that I wasn't gonna deal with no eighth graders no more after last week because they had a luncheon, and I thought luncheon never gonna see y'all again. Bye bye. Hey, hey, hey. That's what I had thought. No, they're still there.
Yeah, you still got classes after luncheon.
I didn't know that. I thought at the luncheon it was done. We was through.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because you still
Well,
gotta go to school until graduation.
hey, look. Apparently so. These motherfuckers is here for a while.
Yeah.
I said, damn. Let's get them going. But nah. So hey, it is what it is. I've already resigned to not giving them no work. So I just been keeping that alive because like now at this point, it really makes no sense.
Oh my god. Alright, so not only did you um harass this young child and give her this crew, you put her in the goddamn, you put her in isolation in order to coerce a confession out of her. Not only that, but you are walking around and letting these other kids just not take tests with impunity.
Hey, I invoke the president of
Nigga, you are
different
a
stroke. I cite the case of different strokes for different folks.
nigga, you are anti fourth graders.
Hey, there goes that
And
guy.
this nigga just
Oh
that nigga
yes.
just showed up just to make sure that I wasn't the latest motherfucker here. And I appreciate
Man,
that.
Joe. Man,
Hey,
Joe.
I just showed up. I just showed up before it was Thursday, nigga. That was that was my whole goal was to make it before Thursday. Goddamn it. I really wasn't even doing nothing. I've been laying right here on the phone for the last 2.5 hours. I could
This
I
this
could check
motherfucker.
in and then took that phone call, but it felt pointless because I knew I was going to be on the phone for 2.5 hours anyway. So
Said I could
it
have
felt
came,
like I would just been going through the motion. See,
I could have came
it
in
was
and left right back out.
see. It felt like it would have felt like I would have just been going through. It would have felt
Well,
like I
hey.
would have been going through the motions.
Well, hey. It be what it be. It's all
But
good.
just so y'all don't miss me too much. Oh yeah.
Hey,
See? You see?
Hey, nah, I mean, I wasn't talking about shit. I was just talking about giving out less and less work to
th-
certain kids and continuing work for other kids. I'm
and
one of the last teachers at my school to check out. It's me and I think two other holdouts right now that are still trying to educate.
hey, this nigga is giving tests with 2 weeks to go in the school year. The fuck kind of teacher is you? You are never gonna be the cool teacher.
Hey, look, I'm not trying to be the cool teacher. I'm trying to be the teacher that you think back on and say, man, Mr. Miller taught me how to pronounce the word mysterious. I understand what that means because of him now. Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Nah, nigga, you don't. Nah. That's not where you projecting to. You're projecting to the teacher that gave an adequate amount of work for the goddamn school year. You never want to be the teacher that gave you the adequate amount of work. Nobody remembers that teacher. They remember the cool teacher. They remember the teacher that didn't let them do shit, and they remember the teacher that pursed them too damn hard. You, nigga, you are being a professional teacher.
Yes. It's a profession. See,
Nigga,
that's what's wrong with you. You need to pull your pants up.
nigga, you are finna be, you are growing to be the goddamn Larry Nance of teachers.
Hey, look. Is it my fault? I'm cut from the cloth of Townsend, Shabazz, Lyles. I don't
Nah,
have another teacher that I could think of right now that
nah,
was
nah. You know Lyles,
did
nigga. You
ism,
know Lyles, nigga.
ism. Hey, look. You're right.
I forgot the other Townsend. I was about to say he don't know Townsend, but I
Oh
forgot
yeah,
he
he
was a
don't.
Townsend at the hub too.
No, I was talking about the one from Anderson
Yeah,
though.
I know what you're talking about. Big booty town. Hey, nigga, we gonna find out the fella was like 7 years older than us. Have you seen that nigga lately? We'll find out that nigga was just like 7 years older than us then. He was like 26.
Hey, look. He wasn't though. He was older. My mom's knew him.
Fam, I be running into teachers that I thought was leagues and leaps above me in the places. Like, man,
It was just stress. It was just a
27?
stress weighing down on him.
Damn, they was just 27. You don't realize that till you get 42 and your motherfucking high school English teacher is 52. You like,
Hey, look. At 27, I didn't look like what my teachers looked like at 27. I'm gonna just put it out there. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Even though I'm not 27 now, I'm far from it. But hey, I still pass though. I still get asked questions.
nigga, you ain't getting caught in these streets.
Hey, look. I might not be getting carded, but I'll be getting asked. How are you? 30? 31? You're like, nah. I'm old. Real old. Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know.
yeah,
I guess it makes me feel better.
yeah.
I don't know. So gentlemen, how were your weeks, sirs?
My
well,
week is
clearly you see how my week is going.
2.5 hour phone callish. Did you cross your ankles?
right.
Did you cross your feet at the ankles in the
I
air?
didn't whack 100 it. No.
Oh, okay.
I was fully clothed and not in the sniper position. Yes. I did not whack 100. But yeah, my fucking week been weaky. Weaky. Very, very fucking weaky.
Hey, this
So
nigga got me too. Fuck that.
look.
Oh shit! This nigga is a Negro heel.
Do I need to get the the safety bear?
Fam.
Where did they touch?
It's been a roller coaster of a
Oh
week for me.
shit!
I've been friend zoned, right? I've been friend zoned for an innocent bath.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what?
Damn.
Hold on,
I
hold on,
got
hold on.
friend zoned.
Hold on. You gotta
No, there's no.
how you I mean, so like I got so many questions. Like
So many questions.
logistically, like when you say innocent, what do you
You
how does
can't.
one innocently like
Nah.
I was bathed.
Scientifically impossible.
I was innocently bathed during a breakup.
all right, okay, cool. So like the last time I saw somebody get bathed, it was the Royal Highness's 21st
Right.
birthday. And when him and his father spoke about it, everything I thought about bathing was confirmed. So you mean to tell me that your bathing was the only
It
bathing
wasn't
that was
confirmed. Yeah.
it was definitely
My bathing
confirmed.
was
He said, I
innocent.
know I do.
My bathings was innocent. And because I was bathed, I got friend zoned. And I'm not being let out of the friend zone because of a bath. I tagged all the parties involved in this and still made no headway because of a couple three baths. It was 3 lemon lime Epsom salt baths. It was my fault. I shouldn't have posted pictures of me in the tub with the lemons and the limes floating. But I was kind
Wait,
of.
hold on. Did you get marinated, my shit?
Oh shit! This motherfucker is
Dr.
over there
King
making
tried,
nameless
man.
Sprite.
Motherfucker tried to make you a damn rum punch. What the hell?
Don't knock it.
Lemon lime. You was a margarita. They made you a
I was
Nigga,
margarita.
walking through it, goddamn it.
Put a little salt, put a little lemon, put a little lime in there.
this is the
Stir it
worst
up with
jungle
the
juice ever.
guy. Hey, look, I'm hating because I've been in wedded bliss for I think it'll be about 16 years now this year. Never not once have I been bathed.
Oh shit! Did I start some marital shit?
Not even no marital shit. I've never longed to be bathed before.
Oh, you know
But
what you missed, bro.
hey, look. Thinking about pause your situation. Pause again. I wouldn't mind getting bathed.
I thought I wouldn't mind getting bathed in it until I got me shit ousted. Goddammit!
Hey, look. Appropriately bathed.
I was appropriately bathed.
No. I don't want to have no bathing where I gotta say it was innocent. I want all the parties involved to know this ain't got to be innocent, and it'd be okay.
First of all, we wasn't even together. Let me start out by saying that we weren't together.
You better not say you was on a break.
I said that on a break because it would be hard to describe what we were on.
Hey, look. Ross tried to do it for about a good 6 years.
Look, we weren't together in the beginning. We weren't together at all. We were attempting to align our lives to someday be together. So we were pre.
Oh, so you thought in the midst of the courting stage of the relationship that you could have a dalliance.
I could get bathed. So
yeah, nah.
So we were courting. Let's say courting, but I was blowing in her asshole. So I wanted to go past. I was blowing in her asshole and fucking cooking her breakfast.
Hey, look, it's called fielding. It's called fielding.
So that's what we were. We wasn't Sukihana.
No. I call that fielding.
But
courting is something different. Courting it implies indoors. Fielding that's raw. That's some outside shit. That's savage.
Yeah, so we was along, we was chugging along, and then we hit a little hiccup and things went not awry, but we had to recoil to gather our thoughts. And amidst that recoil, I said, hey, a bath usually helped me think. My baby mama was like, well, I got a tub and some limes and some lemons. I'm like, I like the way you think. I wasn't even thinking lemon and limes and Epsom salt and shit. She was
Sprite wasn't on your mind at all, was it?
No.
I wasn't even thinking 7-Up.
I wasn't even thinking of citrus baths. I was just going to take a regular wash my nuts shower. And no, she was like, go ahead, I got a tub. Go ahead, get in this citrus bath and take your worries away. Take your blunt in there. Boy, I was in the motherfuckers like 2-3 hours every time.
Hey, look. And that's why the one that you was attempting to be with, that you was breaking from, took such an issue with the bath. Because hey, I'm gonna just tell you right now, I don't take many baths, but I'm familiar with bathing. And bathing, whatever way it happens, is one of them things where, like, if she don't end up in there with you and she's outside, it almost might be worse. Because now y'all having a conversation and you're pouring your heart out. If she taking the wash rag and getting it in the water and then just squeezing it on the back of your shoulders right here, you just let me what? So what? And she did what? Oh no! And then she did it back down again and say, and she ain't even make you a sandwich.
My baby mama.
Oh no!
my baby mama watches me like an abrasive 7-year-old down on one knee scrubbing. Nigga, it wasn't nothing.
Hey, look. I refuse to believe that you got a pet smart washing.
Yeah, nigga. Hold up your arm. She wanted them. Hold up your arm.
Hey, look. You did not get a quick. We coming in the house at 11:30. I'm finna put these kids to bed bathing.
Man, like I was in trouble.
That ain't
That's how me. Like I was.
What's the point? I mean, I guess still, if it's gonna be a completely clinical bathing, I still would want to get bathed as opposed to bathing myself. But it feels like it'd be a waste. I don't think you're telling us the truth, man. And this is the most honest hour and change.
It happened. Look, it's all on my page. It happened exactly like I said. It's all on my page. I've been venting on my page for the last 2 days, and it's been cathartic. But I don't think the people that I've been venting about likes it.
So you had a non-sensual, non-psychological bathing.
Yeah, it was just a bathing. It was just a regular.
I don't believe that don't even match.
It was just a regular old bathing. But then yesterday, right? So I'm communing with a motherfucker, and she look at my hands and go, "You got sausage fingers." And I've been called fat a lot, but I don't know why this took me aback, because it was so innocently pure, the truth to her. And I lost all the weight in my hands first. I was like, my hands have never looked less sausagey. And for her to sausage finger me now, like that's the one triumph of cancer, that I have less sausagey fingers, and she hit me right where it hurt. Like this is just cancer all the way. Ugh. Like, God damn, not what? Just out of the blue. She was the little spoon and fucking had my hand cleaning my nails. She was like, your fingers are sausagey. So you got sausage fingers. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck?
Did she tell you what type of sauce? Like, would you? I mean, all right. You don't like sausagey fingers. Now, is it degrees to like not like sausagey? Like, did she call you a Johnsonville?
No, she didn't.
Or did she call you a Vienna? Like on the scale of sausage?
She didn't say it was off-putting. It was just her natural thought that I have sausage fingers, and it fucked me up for a second because I thought I was getting slender in the hand.
I'm not talking about the delivery. I'm talking about the reception. How you feel about it?
I just told you, nigga. I was taken aback.
I know.
Johnsonville
or Vienna.
If anything, these are Eckridge fingers. Eckridge fingers. But
farm over here, motherfucker.
Right. So then, after that, I come to the realization that me and my soulmate like the same cereal, and she has a really big ass vagina, like abnormally huge.
Hey, look, it was regular, and then it wasn't regular anymore. You was talking about cereal, and then like, it was a very abrupt
it's a
change in the it was an abrupt change in the rating. Like, if I was gonna be like, oh, no, it's cool. He's talking about cereal, and it
fam. Moose knuckle. It doesn't even begin to describe this. Like, just imagine if a motherfucker sat on a 3/4 inflated beach ball. Like, this is one of the hugest vaginas I've ever seen. Like, this pussy's so goddamn big, the clitoris looks like the director of a choir, and the choir just ain't got there yet. Like, he's standing in front of the motherfucking what that shit called in Sydney? Motherfucker.
In Sydney?
Yes.
The orchestra pit thing?
If I was just gonna call it an orchestra pit thing, nigga, I wouldn't have been so eloquent as to say it's Sydney, motherfucker. You were supposed to come back with Sydney Opera House. Yes, Sydney Opera House. It came to me right after I asked that shit. But Standing in front of that motherfucker. Just imagine a conductor standing in front of that motherfucker empty as hell. That's how big this woman's pussy is. And this is my soulmate. Clear is just standing there alone.
Hey.
Like there's no thigh, but there's thigh. Like if you take a picture of it, it looked like the moon landing with a bean on that motherfucker.
Hey, look. If we were to ask her that same question, she might say Vienna.
Damn.
I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't take offense from got a lot of puss.
Got a lot of puss. Got a lot of puss. Mr. Professional, how was your week, sir?
My week has been long. Yeah, pause. So my cousin came up from Dallas to celebrate her birthday. Happy birthday, cuz. And we went to the dispensary in Michigan. Got a lot of stuff.
Hey, look, don't put your hands up.
Yeah.
Hold on. First of all, don't put your hands up. Don't do that. First of all.
No,
Yeah.
I earned that. Because
No,
I just now remembered that he did tell me to tell him next time I go out there to let him know.
Hey, look, no. It ain't about you though, because first of all,
he's been waiting on me for like a week and a half.
Man, Joe.
And I literally been coming over there every day for a week and a half, and some new and interesting shit has happened. Every single day. I bought a bitch a car yesterday. Like some new and interesting shit. Not only did I buy a bitch a car yesterday, but now I'm finna be fucking the bitch I bought the car from. And she got 4 other cars. Hey, I don't know why that sounded a lot more interesting in my head, but you need to see the bitch and then it was like, oh yeah, you got 4 other
Hey, look,
cars.
now what it sounded like is you finna buy 4 more cars from me. I don't. Hey, look. I don't know how you could. I don't know. Is you getting a discount?
Trust me, she's finna pay for that car herself. She is definitely finna.
Oh, you gonna get your money back?
No,
$40 at a time.
$40 my ass, goddamn it. She was ready, willing, and able. I'm like, hey, so you know, and she was like, I got a few hoes. I'm like, a few, baby mama. Yeah, so she's big, gorgeous motherfucker too, like 6 feet tall, and red hair, light skin, big old booty, big old booty, big, just big stupid ass booty. Right. And so the other bitch was taking the test drive. So now me and her are standing in the gas station. Now we got time to talk. She like, so you just be buying bitches cars, huh? She like, you just be buying bitches cars, huh? I'm like, no,
I heard you handing out Altimas.
Like, no, I just be buying. No, this is a 2015 Malibu, nigga.
Hey, look. You did need to make that distinction. That is an Altima, fam.
Hey, nigga, I wonder if this how Nate got his start.
I think so. I think this is how Nate got his start.
Hey, look, I'm tired of buying all these.
I think this is how Nate got his start. Because, definitely ain't what motherfuckers be thinking. And these bitches will tell you first fucking hand. They be like, no, that motherfucker, no, I hate that nigga. Oh, shit. Except I don't get the look that Nate got when he was Bone and Stony. Them hoes, they there out of not duty, but because they want to be there. But they feel like it's a crowd, so hey, no, nigga. They like, no, nigga, you made me stand in line. There better be a gift bag when I leave this bitch.
Nah, nigga, that ain't. Nate got his start. Fucking chicks that was trying to sell 4 cars at a time. Fuck them. Get chicks to give him the cars. All of a sudden, he fucking 7 chicks that's selling 4 cars. Now he got 28 cars. Now he got a car lot.
He got a car fucking lot.
And now this nigga is a job creator.
Hey, and why the bitch named Destiny?
Hey, look. The man name was Mac. Man name was Mac. So, I mean, I don't know. Hey, rest in peace to Charles Robinson.
Yeah, rest in peace, Charles Robinson.
Hey, speaking of rest in peace.
Did we get rest in peace?
Speaking of rest in peace,
that was his segue. You just New York's his segue.
Man, Joe.
City of your dreams.
Hey, look, knocked all the buildings over.
Wait. Last thing before we rest in peace to Eternal. Let me get this last thing out about my week. I'm a pre-pause this one and post-pause this one, right? So why nigga gave me a bag of meat?
Well, what?
Yeah.
Big ass bag of meat, right? Pause.
Bag of meat.
Yeah. Actually, it was 3 boxes of meat. I'm exaggerating. I went and got the ice in the bags myself. But a motherfucker gave me 3 boxes of meat, right? Pause. Why, when I got to the crib, the shit was worth like $2,000?
Wait, hold on.
Just riding around boxes of steaks and shit.
First of all, how is you assessing me? You got market prices at the crib? What the fuck?
Hey, no. What happened was one of these boxes looked like 2 slabs of ribs froze together. So when I got to the crib, I tried to separate the motherfuckers. Because nobody want to freeze 2 slabs of rib together. You separate them so you grill them separately or together if you want to. You don't want to be committed to cook
all these ribs.
Yeah.
Right. So whatever. I tried to separate them. So I cut the bag open. I noticed that it was a packer brisket. At this point, I'm like a whole pack of brisket. I'm like, oh shit, this $100 right here. So then I look closer. I'm familiar with a pack of brisket. It's a tri-tip or flat and a point. I'm like, all right, none of that is here. So now let me look up this box, this box with this motherfucker's information on it. So he's the #1 Wagyu seller out of fucking Japan, right? And he was here for a trade show. And
hey, for those of us who are not really indoctrinated to the lifestyle, what the fuck is Wagyu?
Wagyu is goddamn cow, magical cow that these motherfuckers got.
Right, is a cow that they feed beer and massage, and so it's just.
Hey, look, the last special meat that I was told about was Mamba beef. No, not Mamba. Kobe beef.
Kobe beef.
Kobe beef.
We getting told to wrap this up. Stop fucking interrupting. So this nigga gave me 3 boxes of meat. Pause. Right? And I get to the crib, and so now I'm like, let me look this motherfucker up. I'm gonna look up his #1 fucking Wagyu beef seller in fucking Japan. And so now I'm Googling these packages. Nigga, fucking, I got like 10 Wagyu filet mignons. Them motherfuckers were like $60 a piece. I got this whole thing that I thought was 2 slabs of rib is a $600 Wagyu sirloin roast that you can cut into like 40 sirloin steaks. Damn.
You finna barbecue all that shit, ain't you?
No, wait. I'm wrapping it up. Producer. Then today, right? Guess who the fuck I bump into? Oh, I forgot about the motherfucking Wagyu burgers too, because I've been eating this burger for about 9 hours. Well, this cancer shit ain't no joke. I'm fucked up right now behind this burger, but I was gonna eat one of these motherfuckers. But yeah, so today, guess who the fuck I run into? The King's Hawaiian Man. So now,
hold on.
Yes, that King's Hawaiian Man.
That King's Hawaiian.
Fam.
Motherfucker who put grandmas out of business.
Fam.
Grandmas come around looking at the orange package and be like, psh.
The King's Hawaiian Man.
That motherfucker.
And the King's Hawaiian Man say, you know what? God, we premiering a motherfucking hamburger bun. And then I found out this really was Jesus. Because guess what today is? National fucking Hamburger Day.
Hey, look.
I get free hamburgers yesterday, free King's Hawaiian buns today, and it'd be National Hamburger Day.
Hey, look. I feel like you playing into some sort of stereotype by being the muff. I'm just saying.
And by being at the right place at the right time, nigga.
Nah, about having all the inside lane on the new technology and food.
Hey.
Like, oh man,
you
King's
think
Wine coming out with motherfucking hamburger buns, fam.
You think
Like,
it's a game? You think it's a game? Rap this
no,
shit.
I don't think it's a game. I like. Hey, look, I wish I knew what to do with this information.
I'm wrapped up. I'm wrapped up, producer. Tell that nigga we.
Oh, I just wish I knew what to do with that information because, hey, look, King's Hawaiian coming out with a bun seems like some shit that I could leverage. I could use to my advantage, like before everybody else know. I just don't know how to like. I'm not a hustler, I guess, because it feels like I should be able to pivot off of this knowledge. Some gain.
Yeah.
I don't know, but hey, look. You definitely came to the show with all the new snack knowledge. Just saying.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's cool. It's cool. I think you should be rethinking that Jesus loves you thing though a little bit. Why he blessing you with all this good food that you can't eat?
When you can't eat.
He's giving you an abundance of carcass. Prime cut carcass. Only to be like, hey yo, you finna spend 9 hours trying to choke that burger down. I don't know, it's kind of fucked up. Speaking of shit that's kind of fucked up, rest in peace to some legends we lost over the past week. So I guess in order of operation, Jim Brown passed away last week at the age of 87. Hall of Fame football player, political activist, actor, known busser downer of Raquel Welch. I don't know. That's what you want to put in his bio. But I mean, hey, look, here's what it is. You would have him up here with a Los Angeles Raiders shirt on, though. I didn't even know he had one of those pictures. My man Jim Brown was a Cleveland Brown. I did not. Hey, look. I did not know he was affiliated with the Raiders at all. Yeah. This is new knowledge to me.
Yeah, I thought it was just Browns all the way.
I thought it was the Browns. Then I'm tired of playing football. They got this movie. I get to fuck a white bitch. Like, I thought that was the thing.
Yeah, all right. And then Los Angeles, they didn't move to Los Angeles till the 80s. So this was way after his career.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold you. You look like Ron Simmons in that picture.
He did. He did look like goddamn Farouk.
Hey, look, here's what it is. But nah, I'm gonna keep all my Jim Brown memories pre 20. I'm gonna just keep everything pre 2014.
Right.
I'm gonna remember this Jim Brown with the flat top, crew cut, square chin. Yeah.
Yeah, I think overall he did enough for us to forgive that them last couple years. We could chalk that up to senility or something.
Hey, look, we could just we just gonna remember what we gonna just cut it off around like about 14.
Yeah, we gonna walk away before Scarface get killed.
Yeah, pretty much. We're gonna wrap the movie up real quick. I mean, it is what it is. But shout out to Jim Brown, you a legend. What you did can't ever be taken away.
The riff on the Frank from Moesha.
You say what?
I said was the fade. Was the fade the riff on the Frank from Moesha?
Oh, I think Frank from Moesha probably got the Jim Brown.
I mean, I'm just calling it the Frank from Moesha. Jim Brown is what made me think about it. Is R.A.'s haircut a riff on that haircut, or was it something new?
No, it's a riff on that haircut. We just shaved the sides. It was the exact same thing that what's the motherfuckers with the mustache? The Whispers. All the Whispers had that in one of the videos, but they didn't have the size of their head shaved. We just euthanized it. Ooh, that sounds weird. Not that we didn't do that. Hey, look, when my new words be bumping up against actual words. Wait, hold on. That sounds like a gang sign. Hey, look, I put my fingers in my shirt just now. It feels like I'm throwing up a signal. This is not a signal, by the way. I don't know what this means, but it feels like it means something. Did you get a sample of the King's Hawaiian buns? Do you got these shits before they hit the streets? Motherfucker got a case of King's Hawaiian hamburger buns. Hey, look, appreciate the spelling. Hey, look. Hey, look, euthanize. Hey, look, new word alert. Fuck it. Hey. Euthanize. Y-O-U-T. However he spelled, because I'm not the speller. I'm just the creator.
Last part of my week. And then after I left the Hawaiian King nigga, guess who I ran into? The potato chip man.
First of all, that feel like it should be on a discount.
Yeah.
Because I think that's just a bag of irregulars.
Yeah. No, it's 32 bags of chips.
Yeah, 32 bags of irregular chips. Fam.
The name of the company is Ugliest, nigga.
I don't give a fuck. Frito-Lay already tried to give me Dorito dust as a product. I'm not falling for no okie dokes. I'm skeptical.
This nigga got a box full of square onion rings.
Man, Joe. These the unsalted.
Yeah, Lay's was up there.
These is the unsalted. Hey, look, I feel you.
See, I told you, squares onion rings.
He hit the nail on the head. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, it is what it is. Hey, speaking of not holding on to shit that don't need to be held on to,
yeah, we're not.
Tina Turner also passed.
Damn, nigga, you want to do the? I thought Jim Brown was it. How you gonna
No, it wasn't. But Tina Turner passed today. Also, well, not also today, but she passed today. Yeah. So rest in peace to the Queen, Tina Turner.
Rest in peace, Tina Turner.
Yeah, she knew when to let some shit go.
Yep, but she held on to her name.
Hey,
just
look,
let me do that, Ike. Let me hold on to my name.
I hold my name though. Yeah. Yeah, so rest in peace to the Swedish singer Tina Turner. It was mad. It was weird as fuck when I read that on the internet. Cause you know how when you see the thing flash and then you type in the name on the Google, and then when it pops up under Google, it says Swedish singer Tina Turner, and it's just weird.
Yeah, because she's definitely one of ours.
I know she's from Nutbush
City Limits.
So, but hey, look.
Hey, not to make Tina Turner's devil about me, but my wife kept my name after we divorced too. So I feel like, cause why? That's all I can say. Why?
Because her motherfucking name was Rasputia at the end, and she changed Rasputia in for a good old fashioned Johnson.
That ain't even what happened.
Anderson. Yeah, it was. You got one of them names that's just like.
Her name was at the beginning of every call sheet. And she
Robinson.
changed the one that was at the end of every call sheet. Nigga, you know why she kept my name?
Why?
All the businesses were started under my name.
Oh.
And she said, wouldn't nobody be able to find her if she changed her name? Because her shit was VS by VS.
Hey, look.
So if she was no longer S.
Right. Hey, look, I wasn't even gonna clue him into it, but hey, look, it makes sense. Finna fuck up my monograms because of you.
Right. I was in that motherfucker like, I just want my name back. I just want my name back.
Hey, look, It's the worst name to try to claim ownership to. I'm gonna just keep it a bean. I'm gonna just keep it a bean. You never win in that case, motherfucker. Oh, hold on. This yours? In like 900 million other motherfuckers.
But y'all
Ain't nothing special about that name. Ain't nothing unique about that shit.
And Turner is any better.
Hey, look, I know less Turners than yous.
Yeah, definitely by a lot.
I know actual more full U's than any Turners.
Hey nigga, remember when I tagged 7 other people with your last name and told y'all that y'all was all cousins now?
And none of us were related.
None of y'all was related.
We all went to the same school.
I'm just saying. You have a section in the phone book, first and last. First and last. Like, it's a lot of y'all.
That's fucked up.
It's a lot of specifically used. And that's a weird thing to say, specifically used, but it's a lot of specifically used.
Yeah.
Hey, why I was
but hey, again, it's only one Tina Turner. So shout out, rest in peace to Tina Turner.
Ripple.
Speaking of Tina Turner, they coming out with the new Color Purple live action movie. I don't know why I felt the need to say live action. It felt like Color Purple's a cartoon now at this point. I mean, what do they do? It feels like when they finna do like a movie, a cartoon movie, but in like with real people. Like the Little Mermaid, perhaps, maybe.
Pick out Kings of Wine, hamburger bun. This is not a plug.
Wait, you weren't done with the.
I was just moving them, but since I moved them, I made mention to him again.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking for my reefer, actually.
So there was House Party. White Men Can't Jump, which just came out last week, and now The Color Purple.
Yes.
No, you're forgetting the one with LeBron.
Yeah, that was our house.
House Party. My bad.
Yeah, that was House Party.
Yeah, so and then I heard there was in the works for Friday with
no, Ice Cube. Ice Cube cussed everybody out about that.
Okay.
Like, you gotta love Ice Cube because I think he is on the spectrum. Because they were just making a very innocent Golden Cube put us out. That motherfucker like, no, that is not a real thing. It is not happening. The motherfucker's lying. I'm like, damn, just joking, man.
Hey, it was a meme, nigga.
Yeah, it's unequivocally a lie. Damn.
But yeah,
you know what started this shit though? Bel Air.
Yeah.
If you want to blame anybody, blame. No, if you want to blame anybody.
No. We can't even do Bel Air because Bel Air is like, it's not even like trying to be the exact same thing. It's not following the same premise, same concept, nothing.
Hey, look, Bel Air is just taking a theme of a show, a concept of a show, and giving it a whole entirely different spin.
That's all any of these motherfuckers is doing.
No, Color Purple was really color purpling again. House Party, it was different. I was just segueing to another topic that we could talk about for a quick second, and then y'all just branched it off into something else. I don't even know where I was going with this.
Yeah, it's a movie. Yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie.
It's coming out on Christmas.
Holding a goddamn microphone. They couldn't find a single microphone in the picture, or is she singing in the movie?
It's the Color Purple. She's definitely singing.
Yeah,
it was singing in the Color Purple.
Yeah, God's trying to.
Did you watch the Color Purple?
No.
Oh my God. Hey, look, I don't even want to. Hey, yo, look. Go ahead and run that pun.
I've never seen Women in Bruce's place either, because back then men watch men shit and women watch women shit. I don't know what you were so offended by.
No. Back then, shit, fam. Color Purple's Color Purple, fam. I don't know how you. I don't even like the Color Purple. But I didn't seen it 79 times.
I don't know a single man that has seen it. Not one.
Wow. Have you seen it, sir?
I
Not you
have.
either?
I have.
You know,
Definitely seen it.
too. Huh?
Y'all the only two, goddammit. I know my granddaddy ain't never seen it. I know nobody that could have went to the show and seen it has seen it.
Hey, look, your granddaddy seen it. He might not have liked that motherfucker.
No, he hasn't. My father ain't seen it. No man I know has seen it, except you two.
Hey, look.
But y'all the caveat to a lot of shit, mind you.
I don't think so.
Y'all are. Ask the men in y'all life have they seen it. I think y'all just assume the men in y'all life seen it because y'all seen it for whatever perverted reason.
Well, I did it. I did the play for like 9 years. So most of the men in my life have definitely seen it. So it'd be hard to like get a recounting. Have you seen The Color Purple before me? Like, I don't know. They all seem familiar with it. Everybody jumped on it. As I did it though, and I saw. Hey, look, let me just tell you this though. As I did the play for about 9 years, seeing the audience and talking with the audience, the men knew just as much about The Color Purple as the women. They were quoting the same lines and shit. Now it could have been because
they were Color Purple watching men.
Exactly. But it was a lot of Color Purple watching men. Is all I'm saying.
The average Joe.
Now, hey, look, we can call them atypical if we want to, but it's just not. It's not just us two, and it's not. I don't think just the men that we know in our circle. I think it's a large proponent of men who have seen it, may not like it, and hey, while we're on the subject, we can have that conversation about it. That would, I mean, I can understand the rationale in the world where a lot of older gentlemen would not be fond of the movie Color Purple, even after have seen it. Like my grandfather and such, perhaps, because I think it was speaking to men of that era. I think my grandfather would have probably been somewhere around about Harpo age. Maybe a little bit younger than Harpo. Maybe a little bit younger than Harpo. I would think, probably. Maybe Harpo kids. But still familiar with that era. And seeing Color Purple, seeing how they depicted motherfuckers like his uncles or his daddy, and said, nah, that wasn't my experience. What the fuck is this movie? This is some horrible shit.
Man, I just recently
I can get that.
That them two bitches were supposed to be gay in that motherfucker.
Yeah, Suge and Seeley, they're definitely gay.
I thought they were sisters. I didn't know.
No, fam, no. Seeley,
I didn't watch the movie, motherfucker.
I know you didn't. I'm telling you though. I'm already disappointed, but I'm just telling you, like, it's just like I wasn't judging you. I wasn't judging you. It was more like me talking to a kid who was telling me that, you know, I don't know.
That they were able to get 4 out of 5 right on the goddamn Earth, Wind, and Fire quiz.
Hey, look, a little bit like that. Seeley's second interaction with Suge is bathing her and them talking and her looking at Suge like, ooh, shit, this is a woman. Yeah.
People are.
Hey, look, yeah, no. They definitely get gay. They definitely get gay.
I thought Harpo was Oprah.
No, Harpo was Oprah's husband. Oprah was Sophia.
Yeah.
I thought Harpo was Oprah. I thought Whoopi Goldberg was Seeley.
You told Harpo
she was.
Beat me.
She was.
I thought Danny Glover was Harpo. Once I found out Harpo was a man, until years later I found out he was Mister.
He was Mister, and then the light skinned motherfucker from Soldier Story was old Mister.
Yeah, but so I
think that was him. I don't want to be racist, but I feel like that's the same motherfucker.
Black person has knows The Color Purple like we know Oh, my coochie pink and my booty hole brown. We just heard too many motherfuckers. We've heard so many people regurgitate.
Heard all the quotables,
so much over the years that we've all heard it. The movie.
All right.
We can get the gist.
So we've all heard the movie. We all know the quotables. Yeah. So we all know the overall trope of the movie, right? Black man bad, black woman overcome.
I didn't get that until I found out Harpo and Mister was two different people. I'm like, oh, all these niggas fucked up. My God damn. I thought Danny Glover was just real good at being fucked up. I thought they was calling him Mister. I didn't know that was his name. I thought they was calling Harpo Mister.
So if people are unaware of the story, I'll give you a quick synopsis. A young girl is born into a life where her mother is passed, and her being raised with her sister as the servant and also sex slave of her father.
What?
Yeah. Her father raped her. He ruined her, and then sold her to another gentleman. Mind you, the 13-year-old sold her to another gentleman to be his wife. The gentleman came around asking for his younger daughter, who was more attractive, but this fine, upstanding gentleman said, "No, you can't have my Nettie. Now you can have Celie. I tell you, she ain't nothing to look at, but she worked like a man." And he sold his daughter, who promptly went to this man's house, who had several children of his own that were not much younger than her. In a house that was horrible, she had to make that motherfucker a home, and then she had to be up under that nigga night after night. He separates her from her sister, hides her letters from Africa, which she sends her sister year after year. She's separated from her children, which are suspected to also be her siblings, because to her knowledge, her father raped her entire life and made her bore children out of that circumstance. So she was born in that, kept in that, and then overcame it and became a lesbian and dated another chick who was an entertainer who had a husband but also fucked on another motherfucker. The whole thing is twisted and toxic. I don't know why we glom onto it as a family movie. I don't know why we do that.
Yeah,
but we do. But in the end, she forget. In the end, she kind of makes peace with the way that guy treated her. She makes peace with it. They become, I guess, cordial, and then it ends. Oh, she also gets to see her sister and her adult children that come back from Africa after 30 years or so. The end. Also, there's a girl in there that sings whose father's a pastor who got rid of her because she was wayward.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Not a decent nigga in the entire fucking movie. And this is a black person's staple hallmark. Oh my God, we love The Color Purple so much. Why do we love a movie that depicts a woman being tortured by men that are supposed to protect her
for her whole entire life?
But we love this movie. Oh, hey. And when they're not being tortured by black men, they're being subjugated by white people.
Yeah, there was that whole store incident.
The whole store incident that took the one woman in the entire production that was strong and born out of fire and vigor and broke her for reasons. Cause hey, look, I don't know. I don't know why we love that movie. I don't know why it's such a staple in the culture. I don't know why it resonates with so many people, but it resonates like a motherfucker. I have my suspicion as to why it resonates so heavily with people. Care to hear my suspicion as to why I think it resonates so heavily?
Hold on, before you give us that, quick question: when y'all performed The Color Purple, did y'all do the supermarket scene? And if so, did y'all just import a white person just to come say nigga and then punch a
So,
black woman in the face and then that's it?
so we did the supermarket scene, kinda. We talked about it, and then we put her in jail. So we didn't have a white woman. We had her in jail. When we first did, we did it a couple different ways. But first time we did it, we had her in jail. We put the bitch behind bars and had that. We had the Harpo character go and tell Celie that Sophia is been arrested and she is in jail, and they beating her night and day. She blind in the left eye. She can't talk. It's bad. It's bad, Celie. It's bad. Yeah, it fucked her up, and we explained it. We explained it in our play. In the actual real play, I believe they also do that same type of explanation. We changed some shit, and I don't know what we changed that we weren't supposed to change because we did it two different ways. We did it the way we wanted to do it, and they told us, "Nah, fix it. Do it the way I told you to do that shit." And so we did it the right way, and I merged the two iterations. But I think that scene does happen in the film, in the play, and it does definitely happen in the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So that answers that question. All right. So what is your suspicion?
Oh, I suspect that the society at large likes to see productions in which black men are villainized. There is an appetite to see us as vile. And when it's satiated, it's typically just wildly successful.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, am
That's
I wrong?
that's deep.
Make the black man the
And
bad guy. This shit will take the fuck off.
I mean, Tyler Perry literally built an empire off of that.
Yep. So, hey, look, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It be what it be. It is what it is. I don't know. Um, Maybe I think Soldier Story.
Y'all
The
gonna do Tyler Perry
soldiers.
like that?
You say what?
That's how y'all gonna do Tyler Perry like that. I thought he'd been an empire about wearing a dress. We gonna have to stick to one
No.
narrative about that nigga.
Hey, look. Hey, look.
It's
An
possible.
empire could be built off a multi-tiered approach.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
put a dress on. I'm gonna make niggas evil,
he
and
definitely take
we
more
have a
than one
great
box.
grand old time.
But
And we're
every
gonna
movie
slide a
he
little
got
bit
an
of
evil
religion in
in, he
there.
got a good nigga too, though.
Eh, he got a good.
That
He
wins
got
in
a
the end.
he. Every movie he
His
got a
whole
good.
thing is only
He got a good. He got a good flawed nigga. He got like a good broken baby bird nigga.
But here's the thing, though. Like, if all I use is black people, and y'all gonna say, "Oh, he got the villain spot on. You did that shit," but not give him credence to nothing else. Wouldn't that make him stop using nothing but niggas like pretty soon?
No. It's this thing. It's this thing. It's every story, no matter what the circumstance of story is, starts. It's dark skinned bald nigga, bad. Light skinned nigga with curly hair, good. I could do bad by myself. Meet the Browns, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, and
What about
several other Tyler Perry entities that I can
what about
name real
Daddy's
quick,
girl?
but I can't, huh?
What about Daddy's girl? The good dude with dark skin.
The one way he flipped it was the good movie. That was it.
What about the one where he makes fucking the dark skinned nigga that's transitioning out of Tyler Perry right now? He's like the hero of all his shit.
I don't know who that nigga is.
I don't know the nigga name either. But he's the fucking son on fucking the Firehouse show.
Oh yeah, nigga, I am not knowledgeable in no Tyler Perry entities, shows.
Nigga, you know this show. The one with Mr. Brown on it. The original show with Mr. Brown on it. I don't know the name of that motherfucker. With CJ, Mr. Brown, Cora. House of Pain, that's it.
All right, that's the one with Raheem.
Radio Raheem?
Nah, Raheem from Juice.
Lance Gross, that nigga. Yes, Lance Gross is very dark skinned, is always the hero of Tyler Perry shit. I think y'all create the narrative, is all I'm saying. Let the nigga be the dress man. Let's not make him all of Black Evils.
I mean, but he checking boxes. He checking boxes, my nigga. He going down the list. I always with a twang of Jesus is gonna help us overcome this struggle. It's always a little bit of that in there.
A little bit. That's his pocket.
I feel like y'all need my help yet again. Okay, so the show was House of Pain, and the other show was Meet the Browns. That's what Mr. Brown was in. The man's Tamala Man with Cora. Cora is Tamala Man, and the Mr. Man, I can't remember his first name. He's Mr. Brown. What you were talking about was House of Pain with Lance Gross. He was a man child, most irresponsible character probably.
I'm talking about that. I'm talking about he's put him in other of his shit, and he's always like.
I think the other of his shit he put him in was the Meet the Browns, the movie with Angela Bassett, in which he had the dark-skinned, bald father who wasn't shit, and had the light-skinned savior parental figure come in with the curly hair, Rick Fox, to be the savior motherfucker. That was the movie that he was in. But in the TV show that he cast Lance Gross in, Lance Gross was the man-child motherfucker who just was utterly irresponsible. His father, Curtis, was an asshole in the show, the other dark-skinned guy. And the good guy in the show, Raheem, the light-skinned guy, I forget his actual name, but G Money. We know that motherfucking name. It's Larry something, ain't it?
Alan Payne.
Alan Payne. Where the fuck I get Larry from?
Where the fuck did you get Larry from?
I don't know.
That nigga don't even look like Larry.
He don't. Hey, look, Alan Payne's a good guy in that show. Light-skinned, curly hair guy. Just saying. Just saying. Now, if you want to go Meet the Browns, the TV show, he did have the dark-skinned guy from I don't know what the fuck dude was from, but he was like a good guy in that. I mean, I guess so. Yeah, that. But hey, look. Wait, Alan Payne wasn't in Juice? Oh shit, he was not in Juice, fam.
Nigga, that who y'all was calling Raheem?
We definitely racist. I said G Money. He was G Money. He was G Money. That motherfucker said Raheem. I didn't want Raheem. He was definitely not.
Nigga, I've already let it be known I'm definitely anti-light skinness.
Oh shit!
The only thing Raheem has only been in two goddamn things: Juice and Girlfriends. 37 years later.
Damn, I definitely thought that was the same light-skinned motherfucker.
Hey, look. Let's not act like Alan Payne has been in so much more shit than Raheem, though. Khalil Kane.
The Cosby Show, motherfucker. Alan Payne been in everything, nigga.
Cosby Show. Hey, look. You named the Cosby Show twice, by the way. I don't think I ain't noticed that shit.
Because I was finna start naming all the movies we all know he in,
Right.
but then
Cosby Show. The Cosby Show. The Phone Call
I
in
was
a
about to
Different
start
World.
naming all the movies that we all know he been in. Then it just
He was in Cran Apple Juice. Yeah, that was he was in New Jack City, Jason's Lyric. What's called Players, whatever. Grove Street Players, Players Avenue.
No,
what is it called?
Blue
Hill Avenue. Yeah. And what else?
I'm drawing a blank at this moment.
You're not drawing a blank, fam. You at the end of the list. You're not drawing. You at the end of the list now.
He was in the budget shit, nigga. Alan Payne.
You there? You got it.
Vampire
wait, he was in Vampire in Brooklyn. Oh,
yes.
He was in Vampire in Brooklyn. My bad.
You know goddamn well who, Nikki, the whore Babylon. Nigga, yeah. Y'all gonna put some respect on Alan Payne, fam. He is another one of those Steel.
Hey, look, no, y'all not finna get me with Vampire in Brooklyn. You're not finna say, "Oh, you forgot, you left it out." You're not finna
Steel, Alan Payne. It's these certain actors that may not be renowned as you want to give them credit for, but they have been in nothing but smashes.
Hey, look,
it might not even be due to them, but
I wasn't even trying to shit on Alan Payne. I was trying to shoot Khalil Kane. I was trying to shoot Khalil Kane some bill. Like
you kind of was shitting on Alan Payne because Khalil Kane,
but not for shit's sake though. I was shitting on Alan Payne in service of another motherfucker.
Nigga, that nigga was in Juice and Girlfriends. You shitted on Alan Payne for spending some of the time. I mean, some of our heaviest hitting C-string moves, nigga.
Hey, look.
Hey, let's not.
You right.
Like
you right. You right.
Nigga, that motherfucker was the bigger star than Forrest Whitaker.
Ooh. I mean, nah. He wasn't the bigger star. He had the bigger role in the film than.
No, he was the bigger celebrity than Jada Pinkett and fucking Forrest Whitaker at that time. That's why
for real. Nah, this was post-crime games, Forrest.
This was Jada Pinkett's. Hey. This was Jada Pinkett's. What did they not your breakout? I mean your debut, but your breakout role.
That was her breakout role.
What?
That was her breakout role.
This was her breakout role. He was bigger than both of them motherfuckers. Forrest Whitaker was.
I'm with you on Jada, and it just don't feel right about Forrest.
See, and I'm the opposite. I'm with him on Forrest, but I don't know about Jada.
This was her This wasn't her debuting role, but this was definitely her breakout role. This is.
I thought this when we got to know Jada. I mean, it's definitely when we got to know Jada.
This is when we started considering Jada Pinkett as a serious actor.
I think her name was bigger in the streets than Alan Payne.
Huh?
I think her name was bigger in the streets than Alan Payne. Because she had Low Down Dirty Shame.
Not yet.
I don't think she had that yet.
Jason Lyric was
I don't know.
Low Down Dirty Shame?
Jason Lyric was her breakout show, fam. I mean, her breakout role. They may have been neck and neck because that's how the Hollywood shit go. A motherfucker have a good 2 hot years. So shit that we may have think was spread out further than it was. Jada Pinkett might have been hot from 91 to 93 and did like 47 movies in this short ass span. But that's how that shit be going, nigga. Like I said, I thought South Central was on for 2 years. All 10 episodes happened in 2 months. That shit was on from May to June.
All right, so by the time Jason's Lyric came out, she had Different World and Minister Society, and Inkwell was the same year.
Okay.
So we going Minister Society, Different World.
Ooh. Hey, look, Jada. That's how Jada got that moniker.
She was a
That was
hoe.
a hell of a. They made her hot in our eyes. Run. Inkwell, Jason's lyric, a
I
different
don't even
world,
remember her from Inkwell.
and and
and
and and
and low down dirty shame.
and Alan Payne had New Jack City and CB4.
How you gonna leave out the Cosby Show if you give her a different
Hold
world?
on. All right, my bad. And the Cosby Show.
A
And
bigger part of the Cosby Show than she was of a different world.
Absolutely not.
What?
Absolutely not.
nah. Lance.
Lance wasn't a bigger part than fucking man. Get the fuck out of here, because she had an episode with Tupac, nigga.
No, she had several episodes that were centered around her. The one where her father came and he was the he was the hustler that she was lying. There was a war vet, jazz musician, all the other shit. That was her episode. She had the
I didn't say
episode
she
with
didn't have episodes, nigga, but Lance was a more integral part to the Cosby Show.
he
than
was
she
not though.
was.
He was an ancillary character's friend.
Yeah, there was no Lance episodes.
What was Jada Pinkett's
Right.
name?
Shit, I couldn't
Thank
even
you.
tell you, fam.
Fucking thank you. God
Couldn't even
damn.
tell you. Couldn't even. Hey, look, that don't mean she was less. I just couldn't tell you. I can't think of it right now.
Make your point. It don't make your point.
I know. Hey, look, the point remains. There was no land-centered episodes of the Cosby Show. Not a one. His biggest part was when he put on a Jamaican wig and when he drove the old women to the store for they can buy back shit. That's about it. And cran apple juice.
All right. Was Lance ever in in the opening credits?
No.
Is Jada in the opening credits?
What was her name?
Couldn't tell you. I only know Jackie, Gina, Charmaine.
Put it like this. What was Freddie's boyfriend's name?
Shaza Zulu. Hey, look. I know his name. What you want me to tell you? And when I hear it, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, no shit."
I'm not gonna capitulate.
She had the episode. She had. Hey, look, they gave Jada the episode where she was supposed to be Whitley's roommate, and they had her lurking around. She set the dorm on fire. She had the affair with. She had the feigned relationship with Dwayne.
You to say here was, let me take some time to reevaluate. You're correct. I don't even know this bitch name, so I may be holding her.
No, I'm saying that you're trying to catch me up on one thing that doesn't prove your argument, because I couldn't remember her one singular character's name, and she put on the thing Lena James. Yes, because when Lena Horne came, she's like, and I'm named after you, Miss James. Yes. And again, she was in the opening credits of the show. Alan Payne wasn't. Period, fam. Period. You do what you often do. You try to argue until you can find something to glom onto, and that's all you glom onto. You don't know her name. She must not have been important.
Nope.
I told you several episodes in which she was the centric character.
What I do is hit you with an irrefutable fact, and I stop there once you get Gallon.
Man, Joe, you said that Lance was a more intricate character than her in the Cosby, than her in a different world in the Cosby Show, and I can't give you one Lance-centric episode of the Cosby Show, but I can give you several Jada Pinkett or Lena James centric episodes of a different world. I don't know how to.
I can give you a fucking Tisha Campbell centric episode of a different world. That don't mean she was more interesting.
One.
Three.
And that's what? No, she was only on there once.
All right, 2.
What was the second one?
When the bitch disappeared.
What?
Remember, they didn't know if she was dead or not.
I don't recall them talking about her after the first after that one episode. And she wasn't even that big. She was the crux of it because she was the person that had AIDS. But the whole episode was just centered around motherfuckers evaluating their sexual activities in history. So Dwayne was making his list, and Ron was reading it and was like, "Wait a minute!" And he said, "Shorter the list, shorter the risk." That's what it was. That Colonel Taylor's son was like, "I don't want her. Kim's gonna take my order." And Mr. Gaines telling that motherfucker, "You are more dangerous to her than she could ever be to you with your intelligence deficiency syndrome." I don't know what to tell you, fam.
I don't know what to tell you, brother.
So this is Jada Pickett's IMDb.
This is before right, I don't know.
Jason's lyric.
Right.
Before
Okay. So Jason's lyric
was in 94.
It's 1994. Before that, she did Inkwell. Before that, she did Different World. Before that, she did Menace to Society. Before that, she did 21 Jump Street. Well,
We don't know her from none of that other shit, but the shit we actually know her
Colors, from. Doogie Howser. Yeah, those one episodes.
Yeah, them one episode went off, so we don't even know her from that shit. Menace to Society is what we saw her.
Menace to Society.
Second, rather. Her. Different World, Menace to Society. Inkwell, Jason's lyric.
Society came out. Oh, yeah.
Different Inkwell, Jason's lyric, Low Down Dirty Shame, all came out at the same time.
Low Down Dirty Shame came out, in the same year as Jason's lyric.
I'm calling it at the same time, 94, 94, 94.
Yeah. So then we go to Forrest Whitaker's.
I thought we was talking about.
Oh, he was much more prolific actor, but again,
he did. I don't know any of these movies though. The Enemy Within before Jason's lyric, Blown Away, Lush Life, Bank Robber.
Yeah, no.
Bank Robber.
The Crying Game.
I just know the Crying Game blew him up.
Body Snatchers.
And before that, he was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High and The Rage in Harlem.
Yeah. Good Morning Vietnam.
Wait, he was in Bloodsport? Who the fuck was he in Bloodsport? Good Morning Vietnam. I think I remember him in that.
Color of Money.
Platoon. I think he was in that for a minute. I don't remember him in The Color of Money.
Appearance on
Different Strokes. I don't remember his Different Strokes episode, but he was probably selling somebody drugs.
Yeah, The Fast Time in Richmond.
Trying to beat Willis up or something.
And then you guys wanted to see Alan Payne, correct?
I mean,
Alan Payne wasn't this shit, but
so what was the argument? Who was the biggest star during the time?
Yeah.
We were just arguing the argument.
Looking at what you just saw, what do you think?
That's like a versus. That's subjective.
Yes,
none of us saw any of this, but there's somebody in the world that thinks that for certain knows that Forrest Whitaker was a big actor just by his catalog.
But that was the argument, correct?
Right.
But the argument.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying that I was thinking that Forrest Whitaker was a bigger star because of shit like The Crying Game and Fast Times at Ridgemont High, when she was a more prominent figure in those films, and people, especially after The Crying Game.
Not the honorable Alan Payne, sir. Alan Payne was always co-star, except The Different World.
Hey, it be what it be, man.
New Jack City, Blue Hill Avenue. He was a star.
Yeah, but that was a straight to DVD, that was straight to BET.
I got you. Before there was DVDs, that was a straight to DVD, but it's still a classic.
Hey, speaking of classical shit, producer, if you could roll this that clip I sent you, please. This shit, what the fuck was this person thinking? Just look at it and tell me what you see.
Thought that table was a lot less sturdy than it was.
Bad decision.
Hey, as a man who has picked up 600 of these tables today, they are far more sturdy than they look. The ones that you see on WWE have been fucking altered. All of the metal pieces have been, all of the stability, the pieces that give us stability, so your fucking picnic, so that watermelon don't cave your shit in, have been removed.
Hey, while she's trying to figure out how to play it, you think they alter the tables in WWE? I don't think they alter those tables. Fam.
They do.
Alter the tables in WWE. They take all of the metal fixings off of those tables.
Have you noticed that every table breaks the exact same way?
Because every table was made the exact same way, and if I put your body into that motherfucker, it's gonna break in the middle.
This is why slavery lasted for so long.
Yeah, you think the tables are pre-manufactured?
Those tables are definitely set up.
This nigga's 42 years old. 42 goddamn years old. And he didn't surmise that. Fuck having actual knowledge of it. He didn't just go, all this shit is fake. Them tables real as a motherfucker. I've seen them slam an 89-year-old woman in a neck brace into one of them motherfuckers. Them tables real.
They're made of chipboard.
All right, never mind.
I'm telling you, I'm reading off the thing to you. Again, I don't care about being wrong. I don't have a problem with it. I'm trying to read you the answer, motherfucker.
You ain't wrong. You didn't think about it before today. So there's no wrong to be wrong.
Well, I'm just trying to give you the fucking thing.
I'm flabbergasted. I don't give a fuck what you trying to give me, nigga. You 42 years old. And you didn't surmise that shit was so set up.
Hey, look. Anyway, the tables in WWE are not like the tables we have at home. WWE uses thin wood or plywood to manufacture these tables, making them easier. I guess that says to break. Yeah. At the end of it.
They're not real tables. Okay.
Hey, look. I thought they was right. The motherfucking I've worked with these tables. These tables don't feel like they made a shit that would be not breakable if you bumped into this motherfucker the wrong way. We talking about 200 and some odd pound, 300 and some odd pound individuals. If you lean on this motherfucker with your weight, I would think it would crumble. As evidenced by the footage on the screen.
But
can we roll this?
What do you?
Can we roll this off of the top rope?
Metal pieces all the time.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Did you see those metal pieces?
First of all, hey look, this wasn't a wood table, it was a plastic table, fam. And yeah, I saw the metal pieces just flip. Because it was plastic and it don't bend it. It has more flex in the middle. You're not gonna go through the actual plastic of it. But
right. What do you think happens to those metal pieces on the wood ones though when they jump through them?
Hey, look, I thought we was gonna spend more time roasting this motherfucker than arguing with each other.
We ain't arguing. I just want to know. What did you think happened to the metal pieces? This turned from a roasting him to roasting your ass. What the fuck did you think happened to metal pieces?
Hey, look. I will get a wood table and fling you into that motherfucker. And when it disintegrates under you, you will find out that the metal pieces surround the perimeter.
Like a cartoon?
In the middle of that motherfucker is no metal. It's a thin void of wood and space, an opportunity for demolition. I don't know what to tell you.
Those metal pieces are held on by brackets all across the bottom of that table, except on the place where it folds.
I'm gonna show you a metal table.
I just moved 200. Never mind.
Hey, look. Not the good ones. Just a regular folding table, fam. They be made out of nothing. Nothing. But hey. Anyway, I don't know. Thank y'all for fucking up that segment. Appreciate it. It was real cool.
Well, I gotta be y'all. I was just about to talk
about I gotta blame somebody. I'm not gonna blame me.
I was just talking about how the days before the crate challenge was a struggle. Man, it's just like fuck it. I'm finna do one table.
What was the plan? Like, how was that supposed to? What were you going to do? What was the thought process in this not being like unsuccessful?
Nigga watched Moonwalker.
Like,
Like,
was
all
he
right, if
supposed
I
to
step
break the
off,
table? Was he supposed to land on his feet? Was
he's
he
supposed.
supposed to not injure himself?
This nigga thought he was a jumper.
Like you,
he was
like
supposed.
you.
he was
He
supposed
thought he
to
was jumping on
land.
the same tables as the WWE. He thought he was going to receive the same activity that they do with their tables. That's what he thought. He thought that mother was going to fold neatly around him and cradle him like he sees on TV.
Hey, look, fam, those tables don't fold neatly around or cradle them. They're just there to fall through and break easier. I don't know. Hey, look, anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. I said roast him, and you came back at me again.
All right. And speaking of coming back again,
Oh,
uh,
hey,
Dom,
look. Think about them segues. Speaking of come back, you gotta have some like
yeah,
plan.
I gotta have it. I gotta have it up already. To see. Da, da, da. I have no clue what we're supposed to be talking about
Hey,
this
look.
week.
Speaking of coming back again, Donald Trump is running for president. Oh, you know who he's running against?
Biden.
No, not yet. At least
Uh,
he's running against the likes of a Tim Scott, who
oh,
he who once he threw his hat in the ring. Hey, look. I don't know what it says about your level of concern about a person, but when somebody comes into the ring and say, "I challenge you," and you say, "I'm happy that you are finally at the point right now where you can challenge me for the position that I am going for," it is an amazing thing, and I think you are a really great guy, and that is cute. Everybody give Tim Scott a round of applause for throwing his hat into the ring. He's going to be a benefit for the debate stage in the primaries in the Republican caucus. That's what happened. The front runner of the Republican Party for the nomination of the president for the Republican Party just hand clapped an individual who said, "I'm also trying to be what you trying to be." But who he has not hand clapped and has been hand smacking, one Mr. Ron DeSantis, who up until about 6 o'clock today has been dipping his toe in and flirting with the possibility of running for president, all while actually running for fucking president. Let's just be real. We know what the fuck you was doing. You ain't got to tell us what you're doing for us to see what you actually doing. We peep it. But he made it official today. Put a ring on. Put a ring on it.
so he put his name out there.
Yeah.
And
And
he what he did right before he put his name out there, he turned Florida into the whitest state he possibly fucking could. And that was like his audition tape to all the goddamn white people in America. Like, hey, look what I just did to Florida. Wiped all that black people stuff out. You vote for me for president, I can do that for all of America.
hey, look. Black people, all other people, gay people. I don't give a fuck who it is. If you against what
It ain't
my
white, it
base
ain't right.
my base don't like, then I don't fuck. I'm gonna sign a bill to say fuck y'all. Uh yeah. He's responsible, if you're not familiar with the Don't Say Gay bill, which is responsible right now for a teacher in Florida being investigated and brought up. Also, she turned in her resignation early while she's on trial. She said, fuck it. I ain't coming back next year. Don't even worry about it.
Right.
But the Don't Say Gay bill is so arduous that this woman was playing a Disney movie in which one of the characters in the movie just so happened to be gay. And because of that, a complaint was filed and she's being investigated to the point where she could possibly lose her teaching licensing, but it doesn't even matter if she loses it because she said, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm out. Y'all be easy
Yeah, damn it.
already.
She got fired for playing Lilo and Stitch.
No, she didn't get fired.
Well, she's on trial. She's investigated for
Yes.
for Lilo and Stitch.
I don't know if it was Lilo and Stitch. I've never seen Lilo and Stitch, but if somebody is gay in Lilo and Stitch and you play Lilo and Stitch in Florida, you too could, have those issues.
God damn it! You can't even watch an alien turn into a goddamn cat in
You
Florida.
can't. You can't because it's trans, technically.
One
It's technically trans. I don't know if the trans person was Lilo or Stitch. Again, I didn't watch the movie, so I don't know what I think I assumed the girl was Lilo and the monster was Stitch, but I ain't assuming nothing in 2023. Is what it is. But DeSantis is now running for president, and the way he chose to express this to the world was Twitter, more specifically Twitter Spaces, with the incomparable Mr. Elon Musk. Made a point of saying, I'm gonna make my presidential announcement later today with Mr. Elon Musk on Twitter Spaces. So around 6:00, they got on Twitter Spaces. Elon pulled up his profile, got on Twitter Spaces, and then it promptly crashed. Like they were on, setting up, getting everything together. We got a lot of people here. All right, welcome everybody. Now, if you're not familiar with who Elon Musk is, let me inform you. Elon Musk is the richest motherfucker here. I don't care where you at.
Twitter.
I don't care where you at. Here. Wherever you at, he got the most money. Am I wrong?
No.
Because it might have been another motherfucker in the last like 20 minutes. I don't know. But he's it. Got on Twitter.
Which he owns.
Which he owns.
Like he got the bluest blue check. He owns that motherfucker.
Oh, his blue is aqua.
Yeah.
I feel like if there's a hierarchy on blues, we want to default to Royal, but Royal ain't top dog. Royal, hey, look, it's damn near purple. First of all, when you see it, it don't even get blue like consideration.
Nigga, I got two different goddamn Royal blues. Nigga, Royal blue is everywhere. Definitely top blue. Gangsta blue.
Top blue. I was gonna go with aqua, but hey, look, that's a conversation for another day. We'll fight about that later. But he is definitely top dog check wise.
Mm-hmm.
He got on. You know what this shit did? Crashed. Stopped. Right in the middle of them talking about, what they finna do, what they doing, technical difficulties. From the tech giant. Hey, look, he didn't make his money in agriculture. Technology is where he got his.
Welcome to our Ron DeSantis Twitter space.
Hello? Is my microphone working correctly?
George, can you just wait while we...
Hello? Can you hear me?
We can all hear you, George.
Yes, that is how it started. And then it ended up with it crashing. Then it was signing back on under somebody else's Twitter account because he couldn't use his shit apparently no more.
Hey, Elon Musk got a burner account.
Hey, Elon Musk had a friend with also a Twitter and said, "Can you use yours? My shit ain't working right. I got to figure it out. I think I'm locked out right now." No bullshit.
Oh shit.
But I don't know what's happening. Let's use yours. So he used another guy's, and then he got on, and they started talking, And then Ron got on and started echoing and reading his remarks about, yeah, I'm gonna run for president, and cut back in, echoed, stopped, started, and then skipped, and then hopped and jumped. And that's how we entered into the 2024 presidential
Oh
race.
shit! Ron DeSantis got Teddy Riley goddamn internet package.
Hey, look, hey, look, hey, look, hey, look. Right now is the part in the video where we're going to cue video footage of motherfuckers stumbling in track meets right out of the block.
Oh shit! My man's in
Comically.
hurdles in 2016.
This is Ron DeSantis, and this is the person who is the most formidable challenger to the Republican ticket of the United States of America's presidential election. He could very well be president in a few short months. What do you all think about that?
That is fucking. That is. I hope that is like the perfect metaphor for how this motherfucking campaign is finna be. Like, yeah, you on top of the world. You are our chosen one. And this nigga just completely falls on his face. I'm worried that this motherfucker might be the goddamn Gomer Pyle of the goddamn election. Like this nigga is for the yuck his way into the goddamn White House. That is gonna be, and judging by how the Republicans vote, that damn sure could happen. It probably will happen. Just by the way these motherfuckers hate Joe Biden, they gonna do whatever the fuck they can to get him out of there. They gonna elect whoever the fuck just so happens to be there. And DeSantis is doing a lot of stupid shit that white people and these racist motherfuckers really want to see. Motherfuckers don't want to hear you talk about your black shit. They don't care about your Hispanic struggle, your black struggle, your gay struggle. Fuck that shit. They won't. They don't want to acknowledge none of that shit. And Ron DeSantis has made that happen in Florida. And that's like his goddamn highlight tape. This motherfucker is like Ricky in Boys in the Hood sitting there with the goddamn scout from USC showing white America what he did to Florida.
This
Look,
one I
look,
came off
look.
the tackle.
Right.
Cut it up, cut it up, cut it up, cut it up the C gap. Went down, took it to the house.
See, right here, if you look at this play, this is where I say, this is why I
Got all that
completely.
gay shit out of my motherfucking state.
Oh, this next one, this CRT right here. Watch what I do. CRT.
Hey, look this one. When I came off the edge, I was blitzing. I was blitzing the mouse. Came off the edge, boom, pancake. Over with.
Stop doing all that gay shit here.
Hey, look. We're talking about the governor who is effectively alienating the biggest entertainment industry, the biggest entertainment company, I would think, recreational entertainment, travel, whatever, in America, possibly the world.
Definitely the world.
So he got the real Disney in his state, not the land, but the world Disney. Because land is the crappy one, right?
Yeah.
In California.
Yeah.
World is the good one in Orlando or whatever, but under his jurisdiction. He got beef with them, so he's telling them they can't do shit. They used to running themselves as their own, technically, city. But when you could do what the fuck you do. Be a city. Rock it out. He said, no, you're not a city, y'all entity of the motherfucking state. We're going to appoint a board, and we're going to run you motherfuckers. Not like y'all running yourselves. They don't like that shit. They bucked up. And now They said, "Fuck you. We might move headquarters and all kinds of other shit." They already stopped production or yeah, I guess it's called production on a hotel there. The Star Wars hotel, I believe it was. That was supposed to let motherfuckers sleep in like the Millennium Falcon or some shit.
Oh shit.
I don't know how much money it was gonna generate, but I'm
Hey,
thinking it was probably a lot.
yeah, definitely. Like, goddamn, Disney World is at least a $5 billion a year operation, and this nigga is just telling $5 billion.
Get the fuck on.
Get the fuck out of here. He's telling them to get to stepping,
And that's what we supposed to consider for president. I
all based
mean,
on his crackiness.
it is what it is. Uh, hey, look, I'm not mad at it. I like it. I'm here for it. I am going to sit back and eat popcorn and get fat while I watch the 2024 presidential election circus.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Me.
Because it's a circus. We have on the Republican side all of that shit. But then on the Democratic side, we got a whole nother carnival caravan of catastrophe. If a president who was old as shit, who sounds senile, who doesn't understand that giving money to a country that nobody trusts or likes all that much, it's not going to be a benefit for you. You ain't better hang your hat on that shit. One, two. You can't shit on the guy that you replaced for his policies, and then come in and support those and carry out those same policies, and then let what let the last staving off of what people think is the immigration apocalypse. I don't know. That's what it sounds like people are expecting, even though it hasn't happened. Even though it's in the midst of happening, though we can ignore it all we want. The apocalypse is here, fam. Um, is what it is. I'll tell you why in a second. But you carry out all those things, and then to couple that, you the oldest motherfucker we've ever had in history trying to do this shit. It's bad when we think you're more feeble than the person that we saw get pushed around in a wheelchair that had polio and shit. I'm just saying, you look weaker than him now. So cool. You
Um,
have that coupled with keeping all of the shit you was shit doing in place. Add to it a vice president that nobody likes, that you are fully comfortable with saying, maybe we keep him, maybe we don't. I like the gay guy's cool too, right? You like him, right?
oh no. Hold on. So Biden announced his intention for re-election, but got Kamala Harris still on a goddamn lame duck contract.
Hey, look, hey, look, hey, look. They have not
Oh
printed.
shit.
They have not printed any Biden Harris 2024 bumper stickers
Biden
as
that
of
turned
yet.
Kamala Harris to Lovey Smith. Ain't that some shit?
As as of yet. As of yet. And is it hey, look, if you find out that she has to take a step back from public office due to the health of her husband.
Oh,
Don't act
don't be
like you're
surprised.
surprised because you heard it here first. I'm just putting
Mm,
that out there. That that
mm,
that
mm. Exclusive.
that's it. That's all. But yeah, that's our political landscape in
I,
America in 2023.
I find
Uh,
I'm hoping Kamala Harris commit to running with him as his vice president, and then I hope she also runs for president at the same time. Like, yeah, I'm
hey,
gonna be his VP, but if y'all think I'm better at him than him for this job, go ahead and vote for me.
hey, look, hey, look. If you
She's,
think the Democratic National Committee is going to let her run for president, you are out of your mind, fam. They are
I'm here for
actively
it.
telling people who are garnering significant percentages of polling right now. Nah, not you.
You
They
better
recently
speak
released a
out.
poll. They did a poll the other day asking some shit to the effect of who you want to be president, and they put motherfuckers on there. I think it was like Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, Marianne Williams, whatever. You know who they left off?
Bernie.
No, oh no, Bernie ain't running no more. Fuck Bernie. The new progressive leftist kind of out there mavericky kind of guy. RFK Jr.
RFK
You might know
Jr.
him from that Kennedy fame.
Yeah.
He's the one that they couldn't get up out of here.
He the one with the quick reflexes.
Hey, look, they never thought that this motherfucker would ever. But hey,
They
look,
say I ain't even finna waste a bullet on this nigga.
all of a sudden, it's a Kennedy that just pops up that we was not fucking with. But hey, look, now we kind of fucking with him because he's saying some of that real shit, and it's just fuck them other motherfuckers. They be lying, and he says it with a rough tone in his voice because he sounds like one of those "That's no game" commercials. It might have been really, really fucked up for me to do, but
It was. It got the point across though.
but it gets the point across. I mean, I'm not finna sit here and hey, look, it's already damn near 1:00. I'm trying to speed this shit along. So yeah, he's running. They won't let him actually like run though, even though he said he's running. They're not gonna allow you to see this motherfucker, talk to this motherfucker, talk about this motherfucker. They gonna bury this nigga and say fuck him. So hey, look, Democrats, yeah, y'all, you're just as shitty as the Republicans. I don't know what else to tell you. I was listening to a debate between Malcolm X and Bayard, what's his name? Rustin. I gotta pull it. I think it was Rustin. Bayard Rustin was his name. If we still have a producer, if you could pull up that video real quick for me, please. Yeah, it's Bayard Rustin.
Have to find it.
5,000 white women going to them.
It's in the chat. It's in the chat. But I was listening to a lot of political conversation over the past week, and I stumbled across this particular debate, and it felt poignant at two parts, and I thought it was kind of important for us to hear. I'll let you know. I'm coming into Juneteenth hot. I just am. I don't know why I am. I feel extra
shit.
blackety black. But yeah, so at about 17 minutes, right here's be a good spot to just start playing it. And I wanted to get y'all thoughts on this particular clip or these two particular sound bites real quick.
Who have been striving for freedom. And where over there, they can use the passive approach, which is sit down or sit in or rebel in that way. When you have in India, like Gandhi, where they had 300 or 400 million black people striving against a couple 100,000 white oppressors, then passiveness worked. because all they had to do is stop, sit down. It's like an elephant sitting on a mouse or something. But here they are the majority, and the oppressor is the minority. Here in America, you got the black man is the minority. And when you call yourself sitting down on the white man, all he has to do is let you sit. He can get someone else to run his factory or whatever else he wants to do. But to sit there and use this so-called passive approach, we don't think it will work because we don't find any parallel. We don't find, for instance, anyone being encouraged to seek freedom in a passive way other than the so-called Negro here in America. Many of the whites who pose as liberals and act as advisors for Negroes tell them that be passive, be peaceful, turn the other cheek. But these same whites who encourage the so-called Negro to use the passive approach have never advocated a passive approach to throw off the yoke of bondage to any white groups of people who are in bondage. When they speak of the whites in Eastern Europe who are under the yoke, the Russian yoke, they don't tell them to be passive in their resistance. They feed them ammunition. They feed them guns. They make heroes out of the freedom fighters from Hungary. They make them great heroes. But when it comes to a black man, be he in Asia or Africa or in America, if he becomes militant in his resistance against oppression, then immediately he's classified as a fanatic. But if it's a white man or a white group or someone in a white country that's trying to throw off bondage, the propagandists label that one as a hero, and they label the dark people who are trying to resist this oppression, be it no matter what kind of resistance it is, they label them as fanatics, as racists, as extremists, or as rebels. So what it does, it makes the black man in America who would like to fight for his freedom or take a militant, uncompromising stand, it makes him reluctant or afraid to take that stand for fear that he'll place himself in this particular category. And I would like to say this, and also in answer to your question, that it is not the...
He ain't even answered the question yet.
So-called this kind of movement and that kind of movement in America that's causing the white man to give an inch, and that's all he's giving is an inch. It's the pressure that the white man is under today from the outside world. He's not telling you and me that we might be integrated into his particular educational system or economic system 10 years from now. He's not promising it this year, 10 years from now or 20 years from now or even 50 years from now, because he loves us. But he'll tell you every day. You listen to some of these political speeches. They're catering somewhat to you and me, only because they are in a position where they are forced to try and impress and gain the friendship or the sympathy of the African nations that are getting their independence. The white man today is posing as the leader of the so-called free world. And the only way he can be accepted as the leader of the so-called free world is to be accepted by the majority of the peoples on this earth, the majority of whom are non-white people. And they measure him by how he treats the non-white people here in America. And to impress them, he stands up and talks this old integration talk, which is hypocrisy. Not because he's going to integrate you and me, because we're in a position where...
Because if we waiting on Brother Malcolm to take a break in the bars that he drops, we will never be able to take a break. So this is in 1960. It is currently 2023. And you can draw direct parallels to what he is saying 63 years ago to what's going on today.
Mm-hmm.
We are currently in a situation where we are telling black countries, nations, to
peacefully defend yourself. Don't fight. Don't be violent.
While we are bending over backwards, flirting with nuclear war, supporting a country against so-called oppression from another country. But the difference is that this country happens to be a particularly white-centric white country. that we just bend over backwards and give a shit ton of money to. We give a shit ton of weapons to, and we tell them to fight. We tell other people to be peaceful and to go about it in a diplomatic way. We tell other people to negotiate. We have not told Zelensky one time to negotiate with Russia.
Just give
We've
him a
been in
little
the
video
way.
saying,
We've been in the way of the negotiations
these
because
motherfuckers is
certain people are cleared to fight for their freedom, and certain people are not.
It's serious goddamn bars right there.
Serious
It's
as a motherfucker.
yeah, that's Malcolm was a little bit ahead of his time.
Hey, look, not ahead of his time. He was talking about shit that was currently happening then. We sit here and we sit on people and we say that motherfucker was speaking shit that future shit. No, they were just speaking the presence of shit. They were speaking their actual reality, and it's just it's so fucked up that the positioning of us as a people is so stagnant that it sounds like a motherfucker was talking about the future 60 plus years ago because it's so pertinent to today. Because so little has changed in the midst.
Yeah,
Every single beat of what he was talking about applies to what's happening directly today, right now.
The only time people of color are given guns to fight is if they're fighting an enemy of the country already. Like, hey, y'all got beef with Iraq? Go, hey, I I don't like them niggas either. Y'all go ahead and shoot them up. Yeah, y'all gonna die, but they'll be hurt.
But at the hands of white oppression, we act like we don't understand it, understand how to overcome oppression, we act like we don't. When it comes to white on non-white oppression, they act as though they don't know how to fight oppression. Because when it's that way, they say, be docile, peaceful, negotiate, talk it out. Diplomacy is the way. But when it's white on white, depending on whoever we ally with, we tell them to fight. You need some guns, here they go. You need some missiles, here they go. You need some tanks, here they go. You need some jets, here they go. Whatever the fuck these people over there in Ukraine need, we give them. And we act as though we don't see their racist ideology in full display. Like we haven't seen that in full display for years. We ignore it because we welcome it. We champion it. If you could play the other part of the clip that started at about the 32-minute mark was the other one that I wanted to make a note of real quick. Cause he just be spitting.
Yeah.
But I think it was 32 minutes. Why you take it down? You could have kept it up and just drug it over. Yeah, 32 minutes. Because he has an interesting take on Moses and about
how you gotta talk about a nigga that's
before you play it. Let
old?
me set it up a little bit. Because we often talk about problems. We often talk about how to overcome bondage and subjugation. And I never heard it referred to in this way, in this context before, but they analogize it to the story of Moses and Moses freeing his people that were in slavery, and the approach to freeing those people of a slave mindset and how to do it and what Moses had to do in order to break that slave mindset. Go ahead and play this part right here now.
Whether you like it or not, this is no answer to the ultimate problem which you face. Now, given the fact that Moses kept the children of Israel in the desert for 40 years in order to do away with their slave mentality and to build up a new leadership. He also had to know precisely where he was going to take them. He had to have a piece of land. Now, you want a piece of land here. Isn't there some inconsistency with your economic policy then in this regard? Because it seems to me what you are saying is Negroes should own their own stores. Negroes should become independent economically. Now, is this possible where you have Negroes spread over the country the way they are? You want them to buy land in Philadelphia, New York, and Texas, and what good is this? What are they going to do? Then give it up and move somewhere else? And what is the psychological implications of this?
Well, first, sir, when you mentioned Moses, you mentioned the best example that you probably could have. You pointed out the people that Moses was leading were probably the closest parallel to the problem confronting the so-called Negro in America than any in the Bible. Moses' people were strangers in a land that wasn't theirs. The black man in America is a stranger in a land that's not his. Moses' people had a slave mentality. And when they were found, they were worshiping gods other than their own. They were worshiping in a religion other than their own. The Negro in America is the same way. He worships the white man's God, and he's following in the white man's religion. The Negro in America is in the same fix, socially, mentally, politically, economically, and spiritually, as the people whom Moses grew up amongst in so-called in Egypt 4,000 years ago. Now then, if you recall, Moses didn't advocate integration. Moses advocated separation. At nowhere in that Bible can you show me where Moses went to his people and said, believe in the same God that your slave master believes in, or seek to integrate yourself with Pharaoh. Moses' one doctrine was separation. He told Pharaoh, God told me to tell you, let my people go. By go, that meant separate. That did not mean to seek integration in the house of bondage. It did not mean to seek the acceptance of the slave master. It did not mean to seek the friendship even of the slave master. It meant that just what Moses said, let my people go. And then he told his people, if you follow me, I will lead you to a land flowing with milk and honey. Moses never pointed out to anyone where that land was. God had instructed Moses up to that point. But Moses never told the people where he was taking them or what they would have to go through in order to get there. He said, follow me, and I'll lead you to a land flowing with milk and honey. And if you go back in that Bible, you'll find out some of them believed in him, but most of them were afraid of their slave master. They didn't believe that they could get along without Pharaoh. They didn't believe anybody could give them a job if Pharaoh didn't. They didn't believe anybody could put clothes on their back if Pharaoh. That's a slave mentality. They didn't believe that they could have an economic system free of pharaohs. That's a slave mentality. And today, the same problem confronts the so-called Negro here in America, and the same problem confronts the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The same opposition that was put in the path of Moses is put in the path of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad today. If you notice, Pharaoh himself never opposed Moses. He always got magicians to oppose Moses. Today, you find your modern slave master. You don't find him opposing the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, but he gets Negro, so-called Negro politicians and so-called Negro preachers to work a lot of magic in the eyes of the so-called Negro and make the so-called Negro think that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is a crazy man, just like the magicians tried to make the Hebrews think that Moses was a crazy man. They get magicians to do this work. And the magician is the one who goes to the people and tries to make them think, where this man Muhammad is crazy, he's going to get you all out here someplace and get all of you killed. But if you'll recall, and that's why I say I'm so glad that you mentioned that Moses parallel. We feel that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is the modern Moses. Sometimes they refer to Paul as a modern Moses. I've heard them refer to Reverend Martin Luther King as a modern Moses. But no one can be a modern Moses until they first.
Well, actually, play that last part. Let them finish that last part out.
Find out what did the ancient Moses do, and he advocated separation, not integration. He advocated complete separation, not integration, and he didn't advocate passive resistance. He advocated an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. What kind of teaching is it when you tell a slave to pray for those who despitefully use you, and it's the slave master who's despitefully using the slave? Love your enemy, and it's the slave master who's an enemy of the slave. As long as you teach a man that kind of philosophy and he eats it up, he'll remain a slave.
Yeah, but you see, I
Pause
am a great advocate.
Pause it. All facts, all shit we can look at today and point to it and be like, yep, I see it. I don't know. Can y'all?
Yeah, everything he said was shit pretty fucking spot on. Like we've been, they keep finding ways to try to implement that turning of the cheat trick, but separation is needed.
Separation is needed. He said Pharaoh never opposed Moses. Y'all got musicians to oppose Moses. Sounds like a lot of celebrities I know. Yes, because it's the modern day distractions as opposed to you being focused on the things that you need to focus on in the Ice Cube contract with Black America. I'll bring these musicians on to totally obscure your focus from what this man is talking about to this man trying to grift y'all. He trying to get y'all. He trying to sucker y'all. You don't know what you finna get. You gonna mess around and get Trump. Oh, you don't know the trouble you gonna have with Trump. You're not different than that person. You want me to fear the unknown as though it's going to be worse than the reality of you. And when we wake up and understand that ain't an absolute truth, we can make some shit happen. Just because we're fearful of some shit doesn't mean that it is the wrong thing for us to do. Mr. What the fuck is his name? Rustin. He said something that I disagree with. He said that when you lead the people out of something that they shouldn't be in, you got to have a place for them to go. You have to know where you're going. And when Moses led them, he had a place. Moses didn't have a place. He didn't have a place. He had an ideal. When lead y'all to the land of milk and honey, but he didn't know where the fuck that was. To my recollection, he led them out of Pharaoh's rule through a sea to the other side. And they wandered the desert for 40 years. Because they didn't know where they were going. They didn't know where they were going. Even if he knew, he didn't tell them exactly where they were going to be. They wandered. But they knew, but it was what they needed to do in order to escape the situation they were in.
Hey,
which was worse.
Somebody mapped the goddamn actual walk of Moses. It was 7 kilometers.
Hey, look.
That nigga just walked in a circle for 40 years.
What the fuck were they doing for 40 years? They said that shit should have took 2.5 hours tops.
Hey, look. You thinking it was just a straight walk, fam? It was a walk. It was a lot of talking. It was a lot of hey, but where we going no more? Hey, look. The guy with the tablets told me to tell y'all to shut the fuck up and meander around this motherfucker. Get your steps in. Don't worry about it. I mean, it might have been 7 kilometers, but it's not about. I think what they talking about is that it wasn't necessarily a journey of distance. It was a journey of mentality. They wandered and meandered around for 40 years, trying to find themselves. And then once they found themselves, they were able to cross over into the land of milk and honey. The only one of those wanderers that didn't get over into the land, ironically, was Moses. because he wasn't. I mean, that's what it say. Moses didn't get to cross over because he was disobedient. Motherfucker knocked twice. Man, Joe, don't get me to saying it's a bogus rule, but I think the motherfucker should have had a do-over. 40 years, and because he hit the stone twice, not you. Kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I think there was a transformation. There was a self-searching, an establishment of their own fortitude that they got in that desert. I think that the Bible is not supposed to be literal, it's supposed to be metaphorical. So 40 years of wandering, 40 years of self-searching, finding oneself, and then being prepared to actually rest in your reward is the thing. We as a people haven't, I don't think, done that to a degree. We've done it, we've struggled with it for a little bit, and then we stop. But not for 40 years.
So,
metaphorically, 40 years, not a literal 40 years.
So if I'm gonna get this shit correct, 200 or so Jews stood in the sun, and it was like, we ain't the problem for 40 minutes. So it ain't really the literal story we need to pay attention to. It ain't the journey. It was a metaphorical. This is a Boca Raton. This is an old retirement home full of Jews.
No, the metaphor is that they separated themselves from their captor, and that's how they were able to find themselves and ultimately overcome and prosper and live lives in prosperity, as opposed to servitude. And sometimes you have to have the discipline of struggle and of toil and of search and work to find or establish yourself absent of your captor. You can't do it in the presence of that person. And what Malcolm was saying a lot of was, how you expect a motherfucker that's whooping your ass to come help you when they whooping your ass? He ain't say it like that, but that's the sentiment.
I was really hoping you did.
Say what?
I was really hoping you said toil and trouble. I was really hoping you did.
He said, I wonder if they didn't do the 40 years and went straight from slavery to the promised land, would they have just simply brought the old stuff to the new land? Ideally, yeah. But technically, the way it worked was they couldn't find, they were searching for it for 40 years. It wasn't like it was just it was a 40-year trip. We know it's there. 40 years we'll get there. They didn't know where it was. And it's about the journey, however long it takes, not necessarily the distance. The journey took 40 years for self-discovery of a people to find worth of self. Metaphorical 20, actual 20, whatever it is. But that's the story that you're supposed to take from it. That's what we as a people are supposed to take from that. What they call those shit, allegories?
Not quite fables, but God damn it, I can't think of the fucking word.
Whatever the name is for the stories where the motherfuckers
fucking blasphemous, you assholes.
Parables.
That was blasphemous, you assholes. These things really happen.
Hey, look, maybe. Hey, look, I don't know what to say. Maybe not. It's what it is. But if we're gonna lean so much on our faith and our religion and our Christianity, then just lean on that shit for real. Lean on the figures that we actually exalt and hold up to say, hey, let's do it like they did it. Let's actually go through the struggle and toil and not just play with it for a little bit and then just say, okay, fuck it. Because that's what we've been doing as a people. We go with the struggle for a little bit and we say, okay, fuck it. We struggle for a little bit, then we bump our heads. And I mean, it's hard bumps. Not even gonna hold you. Fucked up. But then we stop. Then people walk through a whole motherfucking sea, fam. And I don't think that we as a people have the fortitude to just follow a motherfucker through a sea. Trusting. I don't know. But what I will say is, hey, look, if we're gonna ever get anywhere, we gotta start listening to people and not immediately cutting them off when they may have valuable information. Moses may not have been the most perfect messenger to Pharaoh, but the message was pure. The message was what was needed. Ice Cube might not be the right motherfucker or the most perfect motherfucker, but we got to start looking at the message, or else we are never going to get there. We're never going to overcome this system. And it's not even a race thing. It's not even a black thing. It's a downtrodden people thing versus the others, the oppressors. Subjugated versus the subjugators. Have versus the have-nots. It's the same shit this is Malcolm X is saying the same things that Tupac was rapping about. When he said it was the have versus the have-nots.
I couldn't get unmuted fast enough. Even though it was black, even though he was crack queen, mama, you still was a black queen, mama.
Hey, look, Moses' mama. Moses was the original dumpster baby, fam. Not even gonna hold you. What the fuck? Am I wrong?
Drop them bars. Drop them bars.
Y'all better start listening. Y'all better start listening, fam. Malcolm's father was killed early in his life by some white supremacists. And I think his mom went to an insane asylum or some shit, right?
Yep.
Something like that, right?
Yep.
If we didn't believe Spike Lee.
Hey, look. Just saying, some of the most powerful leaders in our history have been motherfuckers that have come from
the rose that grew
questionable
from
circumstances. Roses that grew from concrete. Exactly. Stop looking for perfect motherfuckers. Start listening to what the fuck people saying and understanding. Man, that shit makes sense.
Hey, most people use that as a term of endearment. I found a way to completely disparage people with that shit.
What?
Rose grew from concrete. I told niggas, stop thinking you tough because you from the fucking ghetto, nigga. You the rose that grew through concrete.
Your delicate ass. Ooh. Hey, he said, don't they call America the spiritual Egypt? I never heard that.
Never.
I don't think America's a spiritual anything.
Who the fuck is this nigga drunk? He's insightful. He's aware. He's woke. No, fuck that.
Hey, look. Drunk is just as much a mystery to us as your name is to everybody else.
Drunk ain't finna go on this motherfucker and teach me shit. Listen, sir, you're making a mighty powerful fucking enemy here tonight. I feel like this is some Moriarty, Sherlock Holmes type shit. Put up a real picture. You smart.
Show thyself.
You smart motherfucker. You not a goddamn drunk.
Hey, look. Drunk just mean, what? Out of control of your faculties, right?
Fam, this nigga is drunk with a picture of Drake crying on a goddamn NBA championship trophy.
Hey, look, I can't see nobody. I can't make out nobody's picture ever in a little circle bubble.
Fucking Drake.
They all look
crying.
like blobs.
Is Drake crying on a motherfucking VIP? I mean, a goddamn NBA championship trophy. This nigga is somebody. Hey,
He said, "I'm just a random drunk," and I believe him. I'm just a random
I started
drunk.
getting suspicious a while ago.
And that guy over there is just a random drunk. This guy down here, he doesn't really drink, but he's still random, inebriated.
I started getting suspicious a while ago that he wasn't just some random ass drunk. I had my antennas was up. But that spiritual Egypt shit, I'm gonna look it up tonight, nigga. And if this shit is real, next week I got some shit for you, motherfucker.
Hey, look. If you mean Egypt like a land that was once rich with history and now void of actual any culture, might be bars. I don't know where you're going. If I gotta do the knowledge on that though.
Hey, I will not be stumped by our one fucking viewer. That's just one viewer, one.
I think you're stumped, fam. And it's 1:30. We're coming up on 2:45. I don't know what else we had to talk about. That we wanted to get into, Rick.
The
right?
25,000 white bitches that I forgot to put in the chat.
What?
So, 25,000 white women are marching on the Denver, Colorado's assembly meeting to get their congressman to not only ban guns, but buy them back, then ban them again, and then buy them back again. They say white women are the most powerful voter sect in America, and they'll prove that by getting this bill passed. Stay tuned.
Hey, you know what? They might not be wrong.
25,000 white women, and they made very clear that there are 25,000 white women. They said, look, we coming. This is my only problem with this shit. There's a small sect of Black Twitter that is going to tear these little white ladies apart who are trying to do some good. Somebody ban Black Twitter. And I hate it's going to be me to say that shit. Somebody get them nigglers to stop niggling. Please. They do a lot of good. They do a lot of good. But the time they attack random 25 white women is going to be the wrong time. What? 25,000 white women? That's like a fucking shooting gallery for fucking Black Twitter. You try to tell me not one of these 20,000 white women are going to be wearing kitten heels? Like, none of these 25,000 white women are going to have on gold lame. Not one. No Lululemon.
Hey, look.
Black Twitter's finna have a fucking field day.
38% at least.
This definitely doesn't need to be televised. Go white women, go.
Hey, look, fuck them up. I don't know what to tell you. I'm also not necessarily on board with what the fuck y'all got going on. I'm pro gun.
I'm pro these white women finally saying, you know what? We the white women. Like, I'm tired of all of this backdoor white women. I'm so fearful.
Calling it feminism when it's just white womenism.
Man, I'm tired of this fucking, I'm so defenseless white women. They finally going, you know what? 25,000 white women. Like, it's the way they keep saying white women. Like, they know how powerful they are. As a voting bloc, as a sect of society, they know how powerful American white women, because I want to be very clear, that is an American thing. They know how powerful American white women are. There's like, white women. Mm-hmm. March on there. Stay tuned.
Hey, look. We will keep keeping an eye on that. Real quick, while we talking about white women, last week we brought you all a story about a white woman engaged in a conflict with a black man over a rental bicycle. Mm-hmm. Since then, there's been some stories that have come out from the woman's attorney stating that, the world got the story wrong and it was her bike and we have the receipts to prove it. I just want to come out and say that I'm sorry for our reporting on the story. Not on behalf of these individuals, but just myself. Not them, but me. Jacques. Just Jacques, the guy that talks the way that I talk. I want to apologize for casting those aspersions on that woman. How dare I assume that her being in an altercation with those gentlemen, that she was causing a scene and making a fuss, trying to become a victim where she was not being a victim. The story that her attorney has released stated that she has receipts that she paid for the bike.
Receipts fake as shit, ain't they?
Hey, look, them receipts is very, 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 very fucking real. I believe those receipts is real. What I would like to point out is that bitch ain't have no claims to that bike that she was acting on in the first place. The first bike, she was totally in the Karenistic, this is mine, I want it, fuck you, nigga, you type of shit. She got a receipt because she then purchased the second bike in the video that the other gentleman that was with the other guy that she was arguing with got off of the bike. You can see him get off the bike and give it to her, and she say, okay, and then proceed to buy a fucking bike. Then that's when she gets a bike. That's when she purchases a bike. So her having a receipt is proof
that she wasn't supposed to have
of
that bike.
nothing that we questioning. She got a bike. That second bike. That first bike that they was arguing over was the other guy's. I know the game you trying to play. I get it. I get a receipt every time I go and buy something too. I understand how the receipt game is played. Difference is, I play the receipt game so I can have actual physical evidence that I was somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not supposed to get evidence that you was wrong.
And that's what I'm believing. And if I'm wrong about this, I'll eat that. I don't think I'm wrong. I think I have the story exactly right.
Get your shit together, Karen.
Because nowhere in the initial video that I saw did you ever say this was my bike and I have the receipt to prove it. Never once did you say any of that shit. All you did was try to take that other guy's phone to do whatever you want to do with whatever evidence that you know. But I know when people try to snatch shit because they know it proves their argument to be bullshit, I know what that looks like. I know what you wanted to do. You want to do something with his phone, but you know you couldn't. You couldn't throw his phone. You couldn't destroy his phone. You couldn't keep his phone. You couldn't hide it from anybody. So you had to get it right back. But the instant reaction was to just hide evidence and to confiscate evidence, because that's what the fuck people do when they know they're wrong. They want to keep their lie alive.
Keep the lie alive.
But it is what it is. Your lawyer ain't slick. You ain't out slicking nobody. We know what the fuck it is. I just saw that particular narrative was permeating out. Also in the comments to the video that we posted, people were saying that shit. So I just wanted to address those particular comments while this was on my mind about that particular thing. We're not stupid.
Get your shit together, Karen.
Gotta be quicker than that. I don't know where we was at, but yeah. I think we could probably be at the point where we talk about the shit we ain't talk about this week.
Yeah. Hey, nigga with no name. What did we almost talk about this week?
Wrap it the fuck up, B. All right. So what didn't we talk about? Somehow I feel like we didn't talk about how the motherfucking Prince and his bitch got caught lying. Like it was a low speed chase. It was in Manhattan. We didn't talk about that shit. I don't think we posted about it either.
I mean, we could real quick. The NYPD said the dude who used to be a prince and the woman who was a princess for like a month and a half, it was on some bullshit. They caused their own trouble. If they would have just stayed at a hotel, they'd have been fine. But they didn't stay at a hotel. And the reason they didn't stay at a hotel was because they called ahead to a fancy ass hotel and tried to get a discount. And hotel said, nah. So then they showed up and they said, hey, look, about that room rate. What can you do? And they said, absolutely nothing. And they said, and Harry and Meg said, we'll take our business elsewhere. And I guess fine. And the hotel said fine. It was a rather swanky hotel, and they said, cool, you ain't royalty no more. You don't give a fuck.
We don't give a shit about a duke.
Nobody cares about a duke, fam. It don't hold the same weight.
Duke of Earl.
Right. You the Duke of where?
Wales.
Ain't they endangered? Ain't they endangered? Fuck them. Anyway, so they ended up staying at a friend's home. They went out on the town, and as people of their notoriety would, get noticed and followed by paparazzi. They said they didn't want to go home to their friend's house, so they drove around the city for a little while. And this is what the chase was. Them driving around the city trying to make the paparazzi lose interest.
In a very low speed chase, because if you don't know, New York is a very populous place, and there are no high speed chases fucking nowhere.
It'd be very difficult. Hey, look, another thing about New York, there's cameras everywhere. There was not a traffic incident reported. So when your high-speed chase that you reported, nobody had to run a stop sign, red light, cause a pedestrian to hesitate in the intersection, nothing. So where is the catastrophic potentiality in some shit that everybody saw and nobody was concerned about? I don't know. I don't know. Hey, I think they got a new degree. It's called Royal Cap. Back to you.
So Israel, like Ashraf Hakimi, just slid all his assets in a secret trust. Michelle Obama's Jews failed her own goddamn standards. It's fucked up. I feel like y'all probably talked about this crack mayor, but y'all missed him, didn't y'all? Republican City Council member Matthew Reilly called crack to sleep.
We missed him. We did a whole video breakdown on my man C.A.M. Buckner. It ain't bring up my man whose name I can't remember. You just said it too.
Yeah, Reilly.
Yeah. Ain't bring up his traffic stop at all. He had a whole entire crack pipe.
Crack the fuck out at the stoplight.
Can I ask a man with no name a quick question?
Yes, sir.
Does crack cause narcolepsy?
Shit. Not that I seen. Keep them motherfuckers woke.
Okay.
Woke is a Mississippi joke, that is. I tell you, woke.
So if you were to happen upon a person with a crack pipe in their lap at a stoplight,
I definitely wouldn't think he was asleep.
Okay.
OD.
Hey, look.
OD
and if that person hadn't, in fact, OD'd, if they just popped up and were fine.
Oh yeah, that ain't crack.
Hey, look. Not just
Lil
crack
Wayne
can be smoked out of a crack pipe.
A nigga out there with a chillum. You saying he was smoking tweeds?
Oh hell nah, hell no. He wasn't smoking those weeds.
Lil Wayne speaks on Ja Moran's second gun incident. You expect him to be responsible? Yes, Lil Wayne. We expect $250 million to be responsible.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna stop on a lot of these because we ain't touched on none of this shit. Real quick, that Ja Moran shit. If our producer can pull up those slides real quick. Yesterday, this motherfucker was tweeting.
This nigga was on a roll.
And 4 tweets. I love you. You the best. Bye.
I shoot your ass.
No,
Wayne was
no.
like, God damn it.
No. Bye. He said, I love you to his mom. Something to the effect, I love you to my dad. I think he said, I love you, Pop. It was all different versions of I love you to his mom, his father, and his daughter. And then he said, bye on the last one.
Fake suicide. He did a fake internet suicide.
Hey, look, I don't know what's fake. I just know last week I was talking about how I think this motherfucker may be out here really going through it and trying to sabotage purposefully while we think he just out here being a knucklehead. It's a symptom of a larger problem.
Lil Wayne was searching through goddamn Twitter. Was like, let me see what my boy Job. God damn it.
Mm-hmm. So here the post. This is the first one. Love your ma. That's the first one. Love your pops. That's the second one. And you the greatest, baby girl. Love you. That's his daughter. And then the next one is bye.
Goodbye.
Fam. Hey, look, all jokes aside, been saying this guy is going through something.
I'm saying, how many wives is it? You sure he wasn't just rapping Freeway?
I don't know.
It could have been Freeway.
I don't know. But if tomorrow you fuck around and read a headline that you don't, they'd be fucked up to read. You know what I'm saying? Should be fucked up. Shit looks like a cry for help when it looks like a cry for help. I don't know what to tell you.
Ain't nobody answering my cries for help.
Hey, look, I don't know, but I know that this motherfucker cannot be retarded. Well, I would think that he wasn't just that slow as to after getting caught on video with a gun and being penalized for it to just repeat it and do it again 2 weeks later. You can't be that stupid.
That's why I choose to believe the young brother was singing Freeway. Goodbye.
Hey, maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
This is where our story ends.
What was the next thing we talk about?
Reinvented himself with some big ass teeth, apparently.
Who?
Cameron, the rapper. Cameron.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know why I posted that. I'll take that on the chin. Pause. Jay-Z and Beyonce purchases the most expensive home in Malibu history, in California history, actually.
Why? Why?
Why do we care? Is the question. Because them motherfuckers is billionaires.
Yeah, but are they that billionaire to purchase the most expensive home in California? Are they the richest people in California?
I'll tell you like this. In 2000, I had a chance to purchase this crib in Dumbo. That crib is now worth 4.5. Who's the Dumbo? Oh, yeah. KRS-One schools us yet again. Guardian arrives in stolen Hyundai to pick up his teens.
That shit was nuts. Some kids got arrested. I call them kids because they had to have somebody pick them up from jail. Got arrested for stealing the car. The people that came to pick them up out of the situation they were in for stealing the car
were in a stolen car.
nuts.
Derek Jackson's wife, can we be our own worst enemy by staying with people that do us wrong?
Man, I want to talk about this so bad, but it's also late.
Yeah,
And it might be long.
Clean herself up, but hey.
We say that. But hey, what? This bitch still sound crazy.
I didn't listen to the video. See, that's why y'all see that's your problem.
That was my point. That was my point. We sit here and look at this woman and we act like she's better now. Oh, she got it together now. No, because she looks better.
Because she took the bonnet off, goddammit.
But that don't mean she better. This bitch still sound crazy. She is still fucked up in the head.
I didn't listen to her before. I don't listen to her now. But the buns is buns.
Hey, look, cool, be what it is. We got to stop putting so much emphasis on physical appearance and to assess the actual state of a person. She's fucked up still. Just because she combed her hair and she's wearing some better shit don't mean nothing. She always looked like that. That's why the motherfucker liked her in the first place. She got all of the IG girl body parts without of the IG aftermarket upgrade shit. I think she looked she built, but you could see that before. But the thing is, people couldn't see that before because the bitch was dressed all fucked up and acting crazy. But now that she didn't comb the hair a little bit, motherfuckers is like, ooh, like no, she's still fucking crazy. She still is broken and needs help. It's not a stable woman we looking at. That's all I'm saying.
Man accused of ramming U-Haul into barriers near White House and then proceeded to big up Hitler.
Why we got such a problem with calling these newly hued white supremacists? First. Second, when did the term white supremacists become offensive to Nazis? I don't we got to differentiate that now.
True.
I ain't no white supremacist. I'm a Nazi. He wasn't a white supremacist. He's a Nazi. They're different.
I don't hate all colors, just one.
Nazis killed more white people than any. All right, cool.
AIDS Fire broadcaster Glenn Cooper after using the N-word during broadcast.
Hey, look, that timeout went to a time over.
Yeah.
Good. Hey, look, that timeout went to a time up. I don't know. Edit it. Figure out which one worked better.
Yep, that was about it. That's it there.
All right. So, man, that was what we almost talked about this week. Hey, this week in sports history. Yeah. Boston Celtics are currently down 3-1 and are probably going to have their season ended either tomorrow or Saturday. They actually made it to the conference finals, despite the fact that they are being led by a new coach this year. Their coach, Joe Mazzulla, is currently taking the reins because their former coach, Ime Udoka, more than likely fucked his boss's wife.
Hey. He hit that.
Now, the city of Boston will not have a championship, and it's all because of the fact that this one executive on their team, his wife likes black guys. Because if you had a better coach, you probably make some better adjustments, and you wouldn't be losing to Jimmy Butler and the Butlets right now.
Hey, Boston, you guys were on the cusp, and you let a senior coordinator of marketing operations interfere with your coach. Y'all let that motherfucker Trump head coach.
Head coach.
It ain't. in terms of basketball organization,
Head coach
nobody
definitely.
in the actual basketball organization side who's involved with organization of basketball is more important than the head coach. None of them motherfuckers in the office.
Yeah, nobody with a casual Friday should be more important than your goddamn coach.
Not a one of those motherfuckers. Not a one.
And
And y'all
especially
let that
not his
motherfucker
loose ass wife, who voluntarily gave up the pussy.
he ain't take it.
He did not take it.
He received it.
He caught it. It was thrown. And he caught it.
Like,
You
oop,
can't blame a man for having hands.
I'm gonna say it fell in his lap.
Yeah, it literally fell in his lap. And just because this executive's wife, loose ass pussy, fell into this man's lap, City of Boston, y'all would not be getting y'all 18th championship this year. Now, don't blame it on the black man. Blame it on the loose chick.
Do not blame what's his name?
Ime.
No, not Ime.
Oh,
The
Boston's coach.
yeah, the new one. I can't
Oh,
remember his
Joe
name.
Mazzulla.
Missoula. Don't blame Missoula. Blame whoever fired or got rid of Ime Udoka for having consensual relations with a woman.
Hey Joe.
Let's not forget that's what he was fired for.
Yeah. No.
Could have had a championship, Boston.
Nope.
I'm
But instead,
laughing
yeah,
at you. I don't know what to tell you.
yeah, I gave that nigga the Scarlet A. So yeah, that was this week in sports history. Hey, want to thank y'all for tuning in. We do this shit every goddamn week. The nigga with no names just disappeared. He got herbal containment gear, ashtrays, personal protection gear, all that shit for the low. You don't even know though. 29 motherfucking 99. And be sure to stream C.A.M's EP in due time
In due time.
on Spotify, Apple Music, pretty much anywhere with a goddamn internet connection.
Pretty much.
Hey.
All the streaming services. In due time. C.A.M.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's M. But it might just be C.A.M.
Yeah. And if we spelled it wrong, we weren't trying to mislead you. Hey, misleading. July 15th. Make sure
July
to get your
15th
goddamn tickets
at the Bear Theater.
at the Bear Theater
We
on
know as the
115th,
Morgan
111th.
Park Academy Theater.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Make sure to get your tickets. Make sure you get there before the sun goes down so you see the goddamn entrance to the parking lot and won't be driving around the block for 10 minutes.
Hey,
Not
look.
gonna let these motherfuckers forget that.
Hey, look. Shouldn't have taken 10 minutes.
You lucky, drunk. You just a fucking internet conspiracy theorist. That's how you got here. Only way I'm finding this spiritual Egypt shit is internet conspiracy videos on YouTube.
Wait, you on the 30th page of search results?
You lucky. All right. You're not a genius. You might be just a drunk. It's cool.
In all fairness, he did say that.
He did. Hey, but that spiritual Egypt shit sounded fly as a motherfucker, didn't it? Didn't it? It sounded believable. That shit was fly as hell.
Believable.
Now, in retrospect, only some shit a half drunk motherfucker could come up with.
It's a commercial for this shit? I ain't know they did this.
Nigga, what the fuck?
There we go.
Yeah.
Why you the only nigga can't stand up straight in your goddamn picture?
Right. This leaning ass nigga.
Hey, look. I don't know what to tell you.
Nigga, that's why they only cast you in chlamydia commercials, nigga. That's what they be doing. That's what they be doing in them in vitro goddamn commercials. Niggas still be outside the active and shit.
Hey, look. You can still be active with type 2 diabetes.
Yeah, what the fuck? You stand up straight, nigga. You out here trying to strike these action poses and shit, and they put you right in them pill motherfucking commercials.
Hey, look. That's what I just do what they tell me. I don't take pictures. Hey, look. Well, lean on the fence. Okay, all right, cool.
All right.
I'm gonna come put your head like this, over, and then do that. She do that shit. Then you just stand there and they just snap it. And okay, what it look like? It look good. Okay, all right, it look good. Thank you. That's just my that's
You don't want to look like a club flyer.
that's my job. Hey, you say what?
I said, tell you the truth, you the only one that look like a club flyer. Everybody, no, you and Kimberly, she look like one of the real estate bitches. Like she's about to have a pair of keys off. like she was back to back with her motherfucking closing team.
Let me teach you about escrow.
We close.
Have you ever heard of earnest money? Hey yo, but it's already it's 1:58. It's officially be 2 hours in tomorrow. You go ahead and run that pun.
Yeah. What did one eye say to the other? No, I'm just playing. Oh shit. Yeah. So, god damn it, my head itch. Goddamn nerves is bad. I've been in the goddamn Apple store all day. Witnessed the goddamn robbery. Said I was an eyewitness.
Hey look, I ain't even gonna hold you. I appreciated the performative part of the pun.
See, I had to add a little depth to it.
I did.
See, you ain't the only DeSapin in the group. Gee.
Hey, we're all actors on the stage of life. Thank you for tuning in to the S.O.S podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
No on the Discovery Channel, they doing me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it.
On the way out, the man with no name got confirmed as being correct about something. We'll figure that out later. Thank y'all for tuning in with the S.O.S podcast. We out.
Nigga, you the one suggested it.